Feel that.
All right, I think we are live. And welcome everybody to Tabletop to Keyboard. This is Horan Huttenberg. It is Chapter 9, No Tomorrows. And you will see I have a ginormous cast of characters with me today who's going to take a little time to introduce themselves and where you can find them throughout the interwebs here when we get started. This is the finale for Horan Huttenberg, and we'll get into who everybody is here in just a second. We'll go ahead and kick off with the usual intros. So Chuck, go ahead and get us started. We'll go down the Huttenberg group, and then we'll come over here to the Treefell group.
Right, so. Best is first. Hey there, I'm Chuck, HBIC over Defenders of Kobold. Find us twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. I also run shit over on Goodman Games Official and Free League Publishing. You can also buy our zine, Dan Dies in the End, #1, still on sale for 50 cents. And we've got 2 more dropping for the month of November, our Halloween zine and #2. So that's me. I'm Chuck. I'm still playing Ivan. That's great.
Jeff?
Very nice. Well, I'm Jeff. I play Wolfram. I am here from Tabletop to Keyboard. I hang out with Dustin mostly with the Wisdom Check on Monday nights, as well as a ton of other shows we do throughout the week. So you can check all that stuff out in the panels below.
All right. Lindy?
Hi, I'm Lindy, and I will be playing Ravit Baudelaire, daughter of a general, but currently just a mutated convict apothecary who's super corrupted and is advocating magic success drugs. Big time.
Hope?
Hi guys, I'm Hope. I'm playing Grida Drumstock, your ogre fence/smuggler who likes to drink and punch things.
And Alex?
Hi, I'm Alex from the Untold Stories Project and the author of the Titan City Chronicles. Tonight I will still be playing Asher Williamson, the former Dragoon/Barnstormer who is very happy with the development of his freakish face and his bat wings.
All right.
And my spiritual instability.
I'm hanging out over on this side because we're short a player. I wasn't going to appear on the overlay originally, but Lee can't be with us tonight. He has something going on. So Lee, It's been great having you the last 2 episodes. When you get around to watching this, we're sorry you can't make it tonight. Everest will do what Everest does best and be a coward and run away, as he did in the first time anyway, so everything's going to go just like it always has to, right? But we are going to go down here through the rest of the Treefell cast, and these are my players from the first game. So if you're on the YouTubes, you can find all of their episodes are still up there, and you can still watch the entire game that came up to the point where these 2 paths are finally intersecting, and we have to rewrite a little history. So, Georgie, Nate, go ahead and tell them who you are and who you're playing.
Hey, I'm Nate, or Georgie. So I'm playing Nadia in game. She's a ex-soldier that just really wants to kill the orcs. She's also now Plague Doctor Pathos, as we did in our campaign, and I'm glad to be here. I'm not on the internet, so I'm just here.
All right. Scott?
Okay. Hi, I'm Scott. I'm going to be playing Nigel Caboodler, who was a sergeant of the 5th Brigade of Redcaps from Fromsburg. He is a former sellsword, former military officer who just wanted to retire to Huttenberg and start his own shop, and, well, didn't quite happen. So chaos ensued, and keeps trying to get away, but they keep dragging him back in. I don't really have an internet presence. I'm just here to play.
Shoshi?
I'm Shoshi Bauer, and I'm playing Zelina. She is a witch and occultist to the custodian. She's very devout, and I also stream on Twitch, and you can find me at Shoshi's Minis. I paint miniatures, and I also teach how to paint them as well.
And last but not least, rounding us out down there without a camera tonight is ERP Princess Meraki. Go ahead and tell them who you are, and what you do.
I play Meraki. She is an ogre who basically witnessed everyone she ever knew get slaughtered by the orcs. So that kind of drove her crazy, and she became a slayer. And she has since spent her life trying to get revenge and sort of delights in finding new things to kill because she's crazy. And I'm also not really on the internet. I'm just here to roleplay.
All right. So, just to kind of do a little recap and to get everyone familiar with where we're at, the group from Horan Huttenberg helped 2 inventors by the name of Alexei Arkwright and Hal Davidson created 2 important inventions. One was the Hal Davidson motorcycle, by which then Asher learned to pilot, and the second was the difference engine, which after learning how to create 1.21 gallons of bottled lightning, they were able to infuse it into the Hal Davidson, run past the difference engine, and escape the Light Eater demon back in time, where they arrived in Huttenberg just a few mere moments before the initial worm attack that had included many of our cast members, in fact all of our cast members from the Terra and Treefell game. So they arrive in Huttenberg just minutes before this happens, and they escape out the gates before quarantine begins, and the gates were dropped for the last time. So that's a year into the past they went. That's all the further back they had to go, and they made it. They successfully escaped the demons that were hatching all throughout Huttenberg. The sky was on fire. It was very reminiscent to what had happened at the end of Treefell, and boom, they go back to a moment where everything is normal, except that they're there. And with the help of a guide who they brought back with them from Huttenberg, Evrysts, who had survived the initial encounter with the Light Eater up in Treefell, they needed him as a guide, so they took him back with them through time, and then used him as a guide to recreate the events necessary to bring his old compadres back to this very point where these 2 stories could re-merge. Now, for those of you who may have watched the Terra and Treefell episodes on YouTube, you know things didn't go so well for our cast. I think every attempt to re-roll with fortune became a critical fail, from a regular fail to a critical fail on repeat. Some characters had to mortally sacrifice other characters, and then tried to sacrifice themselves, and 2 characters ran away, and it went south quickly. So tonight is kind of their own personal attempt at like a web redemption. This is their own like Tosh.0 web redemption they got going on tonight. They got some help, because not only did the Huttenberg cast come back, they brought with them something they learned how to make with Witchstone, they learned how to make witchstone essence, and had figured out themselves, because none of them are casters, how to use witchstone essence. Thanks to one Maester Bravo von Helfrich, they figured out a way to do incantations without knowing incantations. And that's what witchstone essence does. So they brought some of that back with them, because Evrysts informed them that what went wrong was a spell attempt to contain this terrible light eater that was wreaking havoc throughout Huttenberg, throughout the city of Huttenberg at the end. So they've come back insistent that they are going to alter the future and probably blink themselves out of existence doing so. But they're doing it for the good of all mankind, because that's what the Headband Gang is all about.
Blink ourselves out of existence. That hasn't crossed our brains yet, so.
But in standard Headband Gang fashion, they need a backup plan. So they also brought back with them Ravit's barrel bomb, a bottle bomb of enormous proportions that they crafted after raiding Warehouse 51 and taking out the demons in Warehouse 51. They brought back everything they needed to create a bottle bomb of enormous size, and they have yet to find a target worthy of the barrel bomb. So it's back in time with them and rolled down the road all the way to Treefell, where they now sit out at a camp just outside the temple 3 days before the Terror and Treefell cast would arrive at the temple the first time to meet the demon. They met with the demon first. They talked to the Wretched One, found out the Wretched One's plans if they sacrificed the girl they came back to kill, decided that was not going to happen, and then proceeded to have to essentially wait to meet up with Evrysts' old friends and former Evrysts himself, who is still, of course, now in this timeline as well, running around. And what will happen is over the course of a couple of days, from their vantage point, they will look down at the temple entrance and they will see the spunky crew of would-be heroes make their way into the temple the first time, and they'll see them leave empty-handed and some of them rather injured from blades that they're very familiar with, because the Huttenberg group just ran through those blades several times themselves, so they know exactly what they're dealing with inside of there. And they come back out and they go back towards Treefell, and that's when the weird stuff begins to happen. For the entire next day, while they camp, it begins to rain purple feathers. The sky overhead begins to darken. This is not that unfamiliar to the Huttenberg cast, for they had witnessed this same type of storm over Huttenberg before they left, and they had seen these same purple feathers before with the eyeballs that blink at the tail tips of the feathers. They recognize this. It's a sign that the Light Eater is coming. It's gaining its power, and it's on its way. Unless, of course, the Treefell group would decide to sacrifice the girl, which they did not decide to do. You see them come back again with just vengeance in their eyes, ready to take out the Wretched One. And they enter the temple for the second time. From your vantage point outside in the camp, you can hear the battle ensue. It's actually over quite quickly. You hear some screams. You hear the death throes of the Wretched One. And then everything goes quiet. It is at that point, those of you outside the temple, the Huttenberg cast, look up to the sky, and you see this large, winged-like bird emerge from the hole in the sky. You have seen it before. You've seen it before in all of its glory as you raced your motorcycle directly under its legs to escape time itself. You see it hover overhead, its wings completely wreathed in flames, just as you remember it. It is the exact same beast you saw in Huttenberg, and the first thing it does is it swoops down over the tops of the trees, lighting many of the trees on fire with pink flame as it heads directly towards Treefell. You hear everything begins to rattle. Everything is off. You realize that while the demon is out there and it's wreaking havoc over Treefell, as it swoops down out of the clouds, and you see it pick up a horse and a cart, lifting it into the air before it just lets go completely, sending it hurling back down to the ground. People flying off the cart, falling to their deaths. You realize this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity if you're going to do anything to make an introduction.
Well, now it appears things are going well.
As
Did
well
one
as
demon
they can be.
One demon is stopped. We just have to stop that one. Drugs. Sorry, Evan, you do not have a nose anymore. I don't think you can snort this.
Do not think so.
I don't know if mine's going to count either, actually.
Yeah, you're still like breathing and things though. We just huff real good. I can just tilt your head back and I can shake it in if you want.
Well, hopefully it's not flammable.
We'll find out.
Ravit made it. It's definitely flammable.
Yeah, it's probably true. Yes. Probably not wrong.
Well then.
Right.
What's
So
the
we're
next
going
step?
to read its name and then tell it to go back from whence it came and never return. Right? That's what we do? Alright.
I've been practicing the pronunciation all afternoon.
Same.
I think I have it ready.
Alright. Yeah.
Before we do this, is there anything? Well, I've been putting some things to paper, and is there anything you guys would like shared with the others? Well, maybe us is in the future.
Ravit maybe do slightly less drugs.
Okay, I'll put that in there. And,
And also, know that I won't do what you tell me to do. You can't make me. That's it.
Okay, and if you could tell me where you think, where you were in the past, I can make sure.
Oh, I was currently incarcerated in a few towns over from, Huttenberg.
Okay, oh yeah, I know the one.
We stole all those pies from that bakery that one time there.
Nice.
Ivan, anything from you?
No. God, you made me do an Arnold's. Still rough. I do not have anything. Do drugs, do crime, have fun.
Should I include the new addendums to the rules of the road?
Oh.
That is a good idea. I will provide it.
Excellent. Asher? Staring off into the distance with the mute button on, so I
think
will move to
he's
Greta.
having a conversation, yes. With the tree.
Greta, is there anything you want to be known?
I do not think that it is wise to change things or say anything.
Well, we'll be changing the future. I think that's okay.
I worry.
Then nothing. Okay.
I think that's the first time we've heard Greta say, I worry.
Yeah, that's
whole situation.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Wolfram, I would like for you to write down, be nice to kids with disabilities.
Interesting. Okay.
Then maybe I won't get bullied at the Dragoon School, and maybe I won't fall out and have to become a criminal.
Or an integral part of the headband gang, Asher.
Maybe we could all
We
have
would
a
miss
good
you.
life.
Yeah, it's doubtful, but we'll try.
I've been a convict since I was like 15. That is 3 years back. It's not going to change.
Add to book, close all prisons.
Close all prisons. Okay. Well, that will do. I've been compiling so many details, and I'll just find a place to put this. Make sure it gets to the right people.
We could strap it into the difference engine and fire it back in time to an undetermined time period.
Or into the future. More.
Or we could just get a courier.
Fair.
As this conversation goes on and the headband gang continues to contemplate what short time they believe they may have left, inside the temple, the wretched one has just been slain. Meraki has shoved her fire-hardened spear right through the mouth and out the back of the wretched one, and it becomes a puddle of goo. as this was occurring, Plague Dr. Pathos' hand had been grievously wounded by bile that spewed out of the Wretched One, where she had struck it just moments before Meraki did. The rest of the party... Oh, I forgot to zoom down here to show the rest of the crowd. Here we are. The rest of the party sits as you guys had come here to find the girl. She had been kidnapped, if you remember. And something the Headband Gang may or may not have noticed was that they had actually been brought here along with a couple of the other NPCs from Treefell, because the ghost that you guys had seen the body of, the ghost of the grave robber, had come here to perform an unholy ceremony to reunite his family. And he drug into the temple with him after the Treefell cast had slain the Wretched One, had come in with the girl and with Alice Brown, who was his long-lost love. And it was here inside this temple then that, as this conversation with the Headband Gang is going on outside, that the Treefell cast begins to notice that the skeletons in all the tombs rise up as the ghost takes a solidified form and begins to try to enact its ritual at the altar. Over in the corner, the girl hunkers down with her father, Lawrence Stauncy, who had just had his leg removed by a tendril of the Wretched One. It had lashed out with a tendril and had taken his leg just below the knee. That leg lays on the ground, being clutched by the little girl, who's frantically trying to hold it back in place as though she can somehow put it back on, even as it begins to start to sprout small mushrooms from the wound that had been inflicted upon him. Hagen, the old jester, cauterizes the wound, using his torch to stop the spread of the infection further into Lawrence. His wife, Margaret, rushes over, taking her daughter in her arms, and they hunker down in the corner where they had been hiding throughout the fight with the Wretched One. And this is where we're going to do initiatives, and we're going to begin to recreate what was World on Fire, the End of Terror in Treefell. And then we're going to have a few surprises that are going to take place. So I meant to do this before we started, and I forgot as we were talking and getting everyone caught up to do initiatives. So I'm going to do the entire Terror in Treefell cast initiatives first. So if you guys remember, it's just a D10 plus your initiative modifier that is on your Talents and Trappings page at the top.
Gotcha. What the hell? There we go. There you go. I got a 14.
Not seeing
Alright,
my
so that
initiative.
is-
I'm looking at talents and trappings. It's. Oh wait, I think I found it.
Nadia's a 15.
It's
Yes.
towards the top. It's right underneath the
Well,
difficulty
Meraki's
rating.
a 17.
It's a little.
Yeah,
left
I
of
realized
center.
after the fact I rolled the wrong die.
Okay, so
Oh, did you?
does encumbrance 3 plus PB mean anything? Like, is that one of my initiatives?
It's on the same line. It's the fourth box over 3 plus PB.
That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Give me one second. And it's a D10.
She re-rolled it and still got a better initiative than she had before. That's amazing.
So that's plus 11.
Yeah. Is your PB that high?
It says initiative. So the first one is 7, and then the fourth one, like you said, is 11.
Yeah,
think
your initiative
I
is
would-
that good. Holy cow.
I always had a good one. I
Yeah,
always
you
had
did have a good initiative. I forgot it was that high. Ooh. Okay, so what's your initiative then?
9 plus 11, so
20, you're first.
20.
Okay.
Oh, no!
Zelina goes
I-
first. Just when I thought Rocky was going to go first, Zelina goes first. I forgot your initiative.
Because
Rocky,
I'm
Nadia, and
really...
Nigel's the one I'm missing here for this group. He is a 14.
I think I will just, I don't know what to do because I'm so...
Okay.
Out of
And
it.
then,
I'm going to
Huttenberg
hold
group,
my action. How's
I
that?
see Asher has his in 17. Go ahead and roll your initiatives while we're at it here.
All right.
Repeats a 19.
Ready.
Like the Robo Ivan actually has an entire thing that
Right?
spelled it out. I was like, yo, he rolled a 20. Check it out.
So
It's awesome.
fancy.
Man.
The rest of it's just like, we just rolled a die.
Everybody
Yeah,
came
some
ready
good
for combat
initiatives.
today. Look at the initiative scores. I mean, ooh.
I don't know if
We're
that
ready
means
to
we're ready for
stop the
combat.
demons.
The player's not ready for combat because it's been so long, and I'm just like,
I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right?
So,
I'll get
Oh,
one
I
fate
can
point. I'll be okay.
Riasta
already did it.
and
You already did it. You can't get worse than that, right? It's fine.
true.
This is the best
Is
initiative I've ever
a
rolled in this game.
I think same. Yeah.
10.
I am 1 point short of max on mine, so it's not bad.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, we're going to start with the Terran Treefell group on the inside. For those of you who are paying attention to the overlay, you see there's 2 pools of fortune. The Treefell cast has the pool of 6 on the right side, and the Huttenberg cast has the pool of 6 on the left side. But I'm changing the way Fortune Misfortune works for this game. Those of you out in the audience, you can participate with bits. Nope, that's what I'm getting to here, Laser. What you do is you can only purchase fortune, and you can pick which group you're purchasing for. So if you spend for fortune, just note that 6 is the cap on either side. The way misfortune will work is whenever one group spends their fortune, I will turn that fortune point to a misfortune, and that misfortune point I can only use against the opposite cast. So if a player from Terran Treefell spends fortune and creates misfortune, I will use it to brutalize the Huttenberg cast, and vice versa. So no longer do they have to worry about being fettered to their own fate. Their fates are tied to each other. So the more they spend, the more I get. The more you purchase for them, the more they have to spend, the more I get. So you can't buy from me directly this time and deprive them of fortune, like we did may have happened the first time around. This will give you the opportunity to feed them fortune so they can continue to feed me more misfortune. And then we'll see what happens with it from here. So we're going to start the top of the order. Zelina, this is a little chance for you guys to talk a little and prepare what it is you think you want to do next.
So just to help me orient, where is everyone in relation to me? Like, who is next to me?
Are you seeing the map?
I am, and I'm just seeing a line of people. So let me
Okay.
see.
You're standing there in the circle of power, and you know that's where you have to stand if you're going to conduct any rituals inside the temple.
Let me make this
You're
map bigger
familiar
and
with
see.
it if you see your token there.
Okay.
Ping you.
There we go. Now it's changed.
Everest is right here next to you because he just came in from riding the horse, and as he rode in on Elmer and hops off, he rode with Mikhail Brown, who was one of the members of the Night Watch, and the Light Eater swooped over the top of the temple and took the top of Mikhail's head off, which the Huttenberg cast did see this happen, as Everest then scurries quickly into the temple to join you. And then that's when the skeletons rose.
Okay, and then so the green dots are.
Those are mushrooms. Those are
Mushrooms.
wilting. After the death of the Wretched One, the green dots were mushrooms that were contagious. They begin to wilt. So none of the mushrooms on the map anywhere are actually a danger anymore. They begin to wilt and lose their power the moment the Wretched One died.
So I think I would like to do some kind of buff spell or something, and probably put it on myself and Everest if he's in touch range. I think I've got that.
Your spell for Aegis is only self. You can only cast it on
It's on
yourself.
self. Then I'll just put it on myself.
Okay, so that is an easy incantation roll. And if you go to your spell page, I have Aegis already downloaded. All you have to do is set yourself to easy on your difficulty bar, and then click it.
Easy. Okay.
Remember the little dots are for the difficulties?
Yep. There we go.
Boom. That is a successful cast. You can add 3 to your damage threshold.
Okay.
And you can no longer bleed. So, if you remember your damage threshold is on your sheet, if not, I can do it for you.
Skills and attributes.
It's under talents and trappings for damage threshold. and there's a little box underneath there for modifier. You can add a 3 in there if there's not one already there.
Yep, I see it. Okay.
All right. And that is worth 1 AP. You have 2 more AP. What would you like to do next, Selena?
Let's see. Let me look at my spells real quick and see if I have time to do another one.
Nope, you can only cast 1 spell per turn.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to probably move and try to get away from that guy in the center. That is probably just go. Can I go back into the hallway there? Can I move myself?
Yeah. The blades have been removed, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
They were blasted out of the temple.
Oops.
And are laying out front.
Okay, so I'm in that part of the hallway there.
All right, so you move back the hallway. As you move back the hallway, you see Old Man Jessup walking back down the hall towards you. As the Huttenberg crew would have seen a rather old man with a long beard arrives at the temple shortly after the other group does, and pulls his court sword. He has a sword very similar to the one that Maester Bravo von Helfrich uses, and he pulls it and walks down into the temple with a powerful looking stride for a man of his age.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna end my turn here just to get my bearings.
Okay, so you save your other AP for parry or dodge?
Yeah.
And we will move down the initiative roster. Meraki, you are down there next to a shattered statue of the custodian, where you have just slain the wretched one and he has turned into a puddle of goo at your feet.
And there's nothing left of him except goo.
Yep. You can hear to the rooms to the left and right of the one you're in. You can hear those sarcophaguses opening, and you can hear the rattling of bones as skeletons begin to form.
Okay, are those doors open or closed?
Yeah, they're open. You can see into those rooms.
Okay, then I'm going to move over here and prepare to defend the little girl.
All right. Are you going to plug the doorway?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to go over and fight in that doorway with those 2 skeletons that are going to be coming up to you on their turn. We'll let you wait and hold your actions for those. Nadia, you are next in line. Your hand has been mangled. Nigel had just given you some tincture, allowing you to have use of it again. You have your flame-hardened spear. You are grievously wounded. And at this point, you are standing right down there next to where Meraki was before she ran off. You're right next to Nigel. And what would you like to begin by doing?
I think for the most part, I'm just going to need to... I mean, because I'm grievously wounded, I'm going to stay with someone. I'm not going to try and venture off too much. I'm probably just going to stay with Nigel and, kind of just wait at this point.
Okay. And that'll bring us to Nigel. Nigel?
All right. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and, as my first action, I'm going to try to use inspiring words to encourage the group to get the family out to safety. Because we don't know what's going on outside, right?
You don't know what's going on outside.
Okay. What is the
leadership
skills and attributes? Leadership.
Under fellowship, I believe. And they'll be standard.
All the way down there. Okay, great. Okay, did I roll that successfully?
There's probably a confirm box you got to click on once you've set your difficulty to standard, where it should be.
Okay. Let me see if I set my difficulty correctly. It is standard. Situation modifier, submit.
No. Yep. Okay. So everybody in Nigel's group, you can add 1 to your damage threshold modifier and 3 to your initiative score because he has military formation as a talent.
Correct.
Not that changes anything. You guys are all ahead of the bad guys anyway, so it's a wash as far as the 3 initiative, but you do all get to add 1 to your damage threshold modifiers for
My
hearing
Nigel's
Nigel's
turn?
inspiring words.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to close. Now, the ghost gravedigger has physically manifested, correct?
Yes, which is a mistake
Okay.
you didn't quite understand the first time around, so I wanted to make sure I
Right.
made that clear this time.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until part of the way through the battle last time. So I'm going to go ahead and move closer to him and attack him with my
All right.
mortuary sword, which I believe I'm going to be using two-handed at this point for 1 extra damage.
Yes. It is on your sheet on talents and trappings. You can just click mortuary sword and it'll roll it for you.
Submit.
And that's
42.
a miss. Would you like to spend the game's first fortune to re-roll that? Oh wait,
Yes,
you're a
I
military
think-
officer. Hold on. You get to roll twice and take the better of the two
Oh, that's right.
because
That's
you're
right.
because you're a military officer. So you automatically get to try
Alright.
to strike twice.
All right, let's try that again. Huzzah!
And he still missed. Would you like to
That's the
spend a
exact
fortune?
same roll. I would like to spend a fortune, please.
This
'Cause this is
how things
important.
always go in this game, isn't it? So, all right, the first fortune has been
All right.
spent.
Come on, roll 20. Don't glitch and give me the exact same roll as you did last time.
There you
Seriously.
go. So you struck him for 10 damage.
All right, 11. Because I'm using 2
11
hands.
plus 1.
Yep.
Correct. It's going to be the same result. It's going to
Yeah,
take
it's
a
fine.
level of damage. So, all right, you slash your mortuary sword across him, and it strikes, which is the first time you've had it strike. But you remember that when you guys were in Treefell before you came here, you had Zelina bless all your weapons with anoint weapons so they would harm the
That's
supernatural.
Right.
So you guys had prepped properly, and for it, your weapon actually does damage to him. So
Okay.
he takes a level and he looks at you, and he's just got this pink fire in his eyes, and his skull-like face just kind of snarls as he realizes you are actually dangerous to him.
And the whole time he's just saying, "Get the family out! Get them safe! We can hold this! The demon is dead!" You know, stuff like that.
Milton, on his turn, he is going to begin to conduct his rite, even though you hit him, because he doesn't have much of a choice. He is successful. He begins to desecrate this temple. And he has hold of Alice with one hand, and he's got his hand on the altar. And you see that he's starting to conduct this ritual. And as he does, you start to see his skin and his bones and his muscles begin to almost re-stitch. And you start to see a lifelike pallor start to come back to his face as he continues to recite these words. And as he does, overhead, you hear the terrible screech of the Light Eater as it lands on top of the temple with a thud. All the stone around you see begins to almost melt as though it's ice cream that's been left out in the sun too long. The cracks between bricks kind of melt over one another, and the walls almost begin to run. And this will bring us to what's going on outside. Those of you outside in the Huttenberg cast, you see the Light Eater land on top of the temple. Its flame-like wings just enveloping around the edge of it. And just as you saw in Huttenberg, the top of the temple almost looks like it melts a bit, just as it stands on it. And it leans its long beak and its neck, and it just kind of roars. And then you see it looks up at the sky, almost as in confusion itself. It flaps a couple of times and takes off up into the clouds. And as you are looking up, you see something else appear.
That's not good.
Is that a Star Destroyer?
I don't like that. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly.
That's no moon. It is a Star Destroyer.
Hell was.
Did we screw it up that bad?
Emerging down from the clouds, out of a temporal rift that you recognize as time travel, emerges a zeppelin.
What?
A large zeppelin, and leading over the rail, you see General Anton Baudelaire and a crew of several members of the Emperor's army.
Oh my god.
On their backs, they wield the exact flamethrowers that Greta had drew up in her fake designs.
Oh no,
That's gonna bode well.
that's gonna
That should
that's Baudelaire.
From
It's
the
gonna bode
bottom
bad.
Standing next to Anton Baudelaire, on the General Baudelaire, on the side of the ship, you catch just a glimpse of Plague Doctor Latronius.
It is the cult leader.
He's not the cult leader.
You hear Antoine Baudelaire call out to the members of his crew aboard the ship. Everybody, we must attain the asset. Quickly, to your places. Launch the pods. And you see pods start to rain down and hit the ground.
Dad?
Well, I could honestly say I didn't see that coming.
And emerging from the pods.
That's how I die, by the way. Just get drop potted.
I just do it.
They just
Here
land
comes
the pod
Space
right on the
Marines.
barrel bomb and the whole thing blows up, and that's how they killed the Light Eater.
Phil's my ascending, or whatever it's called, the dooming. That's a lot of motorcycles.
Oh,
Robots?
what? Oh, because of the... Yeah, okay. That's fair.
It's all
Outriders.
coming together.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
From the pod
Yeah,
emerges 4 Hal Davidsons, each with a rider on top, that you recognize as duplicates of the Golem Genie.
Oh my gosh.
I do not want to have to kill all of these as well.
Oh, no.
Twice was enough. Maybe they are from some other alternate dystopian timeline that we did not foresee. We did...
Importantly, we had nothing to do with.
This
don't
is
know,
all
it's-
coming together perfectly. Our plan was to screw up so bad that someone else had to fix it.
Oh, that's on the wrong layer. Hold on. Trying to get the last one.
Doing things on my own. My dad always has to show up and embarrass me in front of my friends.
He is not grouped with it like he's supposed to be. There we go. I'll get these.
Yeah, from the pod Vegeta. Exactly.
All these tokens are so hard to move around. So, Huttenberg, you guys beat them all in initiative, but they do emerge onto the map, and you see the last thing that comes out is the Kugelpanzer being driven by Mr. Boswell.
Oh, that guy.
All right, so initiative-wise, we have Ivan. Ivan, you're there at your camp. You see these motorcycles that you once got to ride on one, with being driven by this girl that you have had to kill twice. Only there's 4 of her, and they are just charging your direction.
Do they look like they're going to be attacking us?
Yeah, you can't imagine they come in peace.
Oh, it's that bad, huh?
Oh, man. I have no idea.
What else it is that they want to snag?
I believe it is Revette.
What's me? No.
They
What?
come back to rescue you from the past we
No.
fucked up.
Yeah, what is it they said? They were here for
They
the
must
what?
secure the asset.
The asset.
I will.
Better not be my
I don't
book.
know what I'm going to do, so I'm
Which
just
we
going
don't
to...
have. So
I've got Chuck's, like, to the point he doesn't know what to do. Chuck never doesn't know what to do.
I
Gross
just...
fire. Yeah, call it a day.
He
I
wrote
just
22
get my-
rules about what to do in situations. How does he not know what to do?
You know, you're right. You're right. I don't have a flamethrower. I do have a blunderbuss. So I...
shoot the first genie right in the cogs.
You know what? There's a rule for this. Get out of here.
They're
There's
really
a rule
grouped
for
up
this.
kind of nicely. I'm kind of tempted just to yeet the barrel bomb in their path and see what happens.
And then it turns out they were the cavalry, and we're like, no.
No, I know.
I will wait.
Wait for 0 AP. That's a good action.
Yep.
All right, Ivan waits. So let's move on to Ravit. Ravit, your father. He brought an
Has he-
entire
does-
battalion of men and an airship and a bunch of golems on Hal Davidson motorcycles, and he wants to secure the asset.
Okay, now question: did he look at anyone in particular or
He's
point
he's
when
too
he
high in
said
the air for you to
asset?
tell. You guys are all in a
Okay.
group. It's too hard to tell
Okay.
what he's referencing.
Okay, they killed the demon. We have to stop the Lightbringer. I hope that's not the asset they're here to secure. What do I do? Question, what is this, and can we see it? Is this
What are you looking at?
just dust? Like clouds? What is this gray area?
It looks like
south of
kind of
us?
like a dried stream bed.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I was making sure it wasn't like noxious fumes, like all the
no,
purple
it's just
things
kind of
I
a
see
dried
now.
like stream bed where.
Okay, good. How fast? How many squares can I move in a?
Whatever your movement is on your Towns and Trappings page.
8.
3,
Cool.
yeah.
Those motorcycles can move a lot faster than that, though.
Yes, they
so.
can.
I'm gonna go out 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna wheel out my barrel bomb to like here.
Oh wait, I have plan.
You have plan?
I have plan.
Well, does it involve me not carrying this barrel bomb out here?
It involves me carrying the barrel bomb somewhere.
Okay, and in that case, then I'll just like roll it 2 steps. Go. Oh, if that's what you want to do, and then I will, with my tail, I'm gonna hold the intern's skull to yeet potentially at the barrel bomb because it does more exploding damage if I yeet it. You told me so. So I'm getting ready
I
to
said if you
chuck
throw
the intern.
Everest's skull as a weapon, I will let it do an extra d6 damage just because you
Yeah.
threw Everest's skull as a weapon.
So
Yeah,
fucked
so I'm
up.
gonna stand here and ready to like wait for Asher's plan with the barrel bomb. I'm ready.
Okay, Asher, you're next. So
This only going well. So yeah, I'm holding my
Yeah.
my throw.
So
Whatever
I want
else.
to come over here. I want to grab the barrel bomb. I want to unfurl my wings, and my plan is to fly up above the Zeppelin and drop it on them.
Ooh.
Well, the
good.
Zeppelin are the guys that are gonna attack us right away. Right?
The
Take
Zeppelin,
that,
so we can
people
kill your dad and get rid of their time traveling ship and take them off the board.
That's not a terrible plan. I'm not gonna lie. As long as I don't have to kill my dad, I'm okay with someone else killing him.
I got your Vic. Don't worry.
Do not
he
worry,
kicked me out of the military school, that bastard.
it will
We will
require
kill your father for
this,
you.
this barrel bomb is quite heavy. It
I'm
will
quite
require a challenging athletics test to fly with it.
I got
Interesting
Leaving
conundrum
you-
with this time travel, because like they have to come back in time to secure the Witchstone so that they can create the things that allow them to travel back in time. It's
I succeeded.
You got it, Jeff. That's
Nice.
exactly what's going on.
yeah.
Okay.
But the good
so
news
you
is my
start,
dad
you
in
start,
this timeline's
You
still
start
cool,
lifting your way
so-
up with your wings based on your movement because you get a +9 to your movement with those wings. But because you're carrying this heavy bottle bomb, I'm going to reduce it down to a +3 to your normal movement. It's going to
Oh.
take you 3 consecutive successive rounds of flying to reach the level where the airship is. And then we're going to talk about what combat with an airship looks like.
I am so excited to break out vehicle combat rules as a regular guy.
Prop pod, yeah.
I'm about to be the A-wing that crashes into this executor.
Now, there are other people who waited for Asher. So, did Ivan or Ravit still have actions you want to take? With your AP?
If he's taking it all the way to the airship, I'm like, oh, he's not going for the motor. I'm gonna hold the intern because she doesn't know his name. She's forgotten it by now. And she's gonna hold it to like smack somebody on the motorcycle as they come
Okay, so
back
you're waiting for the
past.
motorcycles. You're not waiting for
Yeah,
Asher.
I'm waiting
okay.
to eat it at a motorcycle.
Then
I
Wolfram,
can get
you're
it
next.
like a cog, like between the spokes. That would be.
Classic.
Mhm.
That's a good point. That's what we did last time. Let's see. So we have combat ensuing. We got people doing their things they're supposed to be doing. We need to get rid of this light eater, which
Yes.
requires us getting the snuff to the peoples.
Yeah, or we take it and do it because I
Or that.
have passed out and I have a bunch of it.
I'm
So
wondering if
handed
Wolfram
out
should
enough
just
to her.
run it with him down to the temple.
Okay.
If-
Get this going.
there
That's the
are
course of
vials
action
there
I'll
on the
follow.
ground in a square, and that is currently where Ravit's stuff is. Has been laid out while you guys were camping. Now I'm going to assume she has some of it on her person, but
Yeah,
If
I
you-
would have given each person their own, like in our group, except for
Right.
Ivan because he doesn't have a nose, their own vial,
Yeah.
and these would be the extras to give to the group,
okay.
the other group.
All right, so I have Evrysts' staff, right? So I'm going to
Mhm.
go ahead and
The
take
walking
that
stick.
with me
Okay.
as a symbol of I know who the fuck this guy is. And I am going to go race down, I guess 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like down like in here. If I can go faster than that, I will. But
You can double move for twice the AP as a run action.
let's get in there.
Run would
But
make you
you-
susceptible to opportunity attacks, but you don't have to worry about it because there's nothing in your path.
Charges
Alright.
times 2 run is ×3, but it
times
uses
3. Yeah,
AP.
sorry, you're correct. Thank you, Chuck.
Well,
Times
let's
3.
do that. Is this a dead person out front?
Yes, that's Mikhail. That's
There's a horse out here?
Yep, that is Nadia's horse, Elmer. He's very stubborn. You can try to ride him if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I will move down this way, and if I can see any of the actual Terran Treefell folks.
Yeah. You see an old man. You see Evrysts' dead body rising as a skeleton to attack the old man because he was the one who was stuffed in that sarcophagus by
That's right.
Ixie,
Yep,
the
body,
butler
yep.
demon.
Yeah.
The headless
So
one. Yeah.
that skeleton right there is actually Evrysts' body, though nobody knew it at the time. And you see
excuse me, where's
you see an old
Everest?
man and Zelina. You see the cultist standing there.
The cultist, huh? That guy.
Never mind you. Where's Everest?
Zelina, he's talking to you.
Alina, like, shakily, she's like points down the hallway. He's
Wolfram-
dead.
Wolfram, describe yourself real quick, just so Zelina.
Well, currently a roughly dwarven-shaped man with aristocratic clothing, little ruffled thing around his neck, the very high-quality clothes, foppish hat, crown of scully thorns, a skull face now that looks like a canine, and he's slightly on fire.
Yeah, she's much more nervous than I originally. Yeah.
The lady is out loose, and we have to stop it before the entire timeline is destroyed.
Okay.
Trust me, I know your friend.
And I wave
he
his
has
stick
Everest
around.
walking stick.
What?
Who does the spell? You need to sniff this. You fuck it up.
What do you mean sniff it? I don't know what you. What do
We
you
left
want
you
me to
the
do?
book. You have the answers. Just smell this first, and then cast the spell.
All right.
He hands you a
freaks out and
vial
kinda
of white
smells it.
powder.
Oh,
Take this cocaine and
It's
cast the spell.
effectively it is. It's
It'll make
effectively
you go
yeah,
fast.
It'll make your spells not fail 3
She,
times
like-
in a row critically.
smells it.
If you don't hurry, this happens to you.
It's in a
No,
vial
actually,
with
you
a
turn
cork.
into a mermaid. I'm sorry.
You see a white powder with like a green mist that kind of comes off of it inside. And when you
Okay.
uncork it, the mist is let off into the air. It has like an
Because
insect.
that's not suspicious.
She huffs it.
Okay. It'll take you 1 AP to do so. So if you want to spend your
Okay,
parry
that was
AP,
mine.
I'll let you spend that now.
Okay.
You spend that AP and you inhale it. You're at some point in the next, I think it's the rules, in the next 24 hours, I think you can automatically critically succeed at 1 incantation test without a roll.
Nice.
So
okay.
get that light eater right out of here, please.
Hurry, kill that girl.
Okay. So
The little cute one. Kill that one.
So
all
that
right,
brings us
let
to
me look
Greta.
in my book, and then
Yeah, you start searching through your book for a spell you want to cast. Greta, it's your turn.
It's page 13.
Does Greta know that the little girl's in the temple?
You saw her be drug in there at one point, yes. By
Then that is where Greta is going to head. She's headed straight for that girl. She's gonna kill her.
Don't need to kill her now, but okay.
Killing her. Killing her. It's on her mind.
We are direct. We get shit done. You guys are going to
Get
come
so
try to
much
steal
done.
stuff and stop the future? Nah, we're not doing that. You want to keep us nice and tidy, separated from the other group? We're not doing that either.
Somehow I feel like Meraki's gonna end up with a +1 against time travelers.
Very probable.
Yeah.
only problem is she's your same ancestry, so you can't get a bonus versus people of your own ancestry.
But she's a time traveler.
She's an ogre.
Yeah, but I'm a dwarf, so it's going to happen either way.
Okay, so you can move if you're going to do a run action
Yes.
for your AP. You can move three times your movement rate, which is on your Talents and Traffics page. In Zweihander, everyone's
Six.
movement is different.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Look that we just left Ruby. Just like, yeah.
And
Good luck.
See you later,
Evan hasn't
asset.
left me yet.
Good luck with the motorcycle, guys.
I'm the asset. I
Motorcycle
might
just
be okay,
crashes.
but I have a feeling I'm not the asset. I'm feeling it's something far more sinister.
Hope I'm the asset.
This is just the aliens films. They're here to secure the xenomorph and make sure they have an infinite supply of witchstone.
I do have
I'm gonna
some
bolt
more
them
in
up
my
and then I'm gonna
pocket
find
still.
out if that ship has a nuke it from orbit button.
I'll take my turn after Gritta's.
Okay, you held your AP, so what would you like to do, Ivan, now that you've seen your friends run towards the temple?
Well, I've done my measurements.
Fly up.
I could make it up to the altar if I run.
You're going to charge all the way in?
We gotta kill the girl. The girl's in there.
Now you gotta kill the girl?
I don't know what's going on. Ivan's just like, we got one job to do, and to kill this little shit. The giant,
At least Wolfram and I are on the same page.
robot eye person will charge in, blunderbuss at the ready.
No.
Stop. I would be out of breath if I could breathe. Where's the child? I must shoot her in the face now!
He runs on his knuckles like a gorilla.
I do.
With
That's
tiny
right.
feet, tiny legs. So he's hopping along like almost like a gorilla does, but he's a robot with like a whole bunch of eyes all over his face.
Giant rat
God's
gorilla
sakes.
eyeball robot. It's wonderful.
That looks vaguely like somebody in particular, though.
A little
Looks
bit.
a lot like the Emperor. If
Kinda
you
a lot
squint,
like
you
the Emperor.
tilt a lot. Tilt your head a bit.
None of these people have ever seen the Emperor except Hagen.
Oh, well, Hagen.
That'll bring us to the enemy's turn. So
Great.
let's see, which one should we move first? I'm going to move this out a little bit so that we can see a little better. Okay, first one, it's going to take its move, because it's on a Hal Davidson, so its movement is a lot. I've got that page right here. And it is going to do a charge maneuver at Ravit.
Oh, boy.
And it'll
Good
take
night,
its
sweet princess.
first attack.
Oh, can I get my tail? Because I was waiting for it to get...
Oh yes, you held an
Eat my
AP.
stuff.
So take your
did.
simple ranged.
Yep.
It's a. Are you aiming for the driver or the bike?
I think I'm aiming for like the spike, like the spokes, because that worked pretty well with the sword that I saw Wolfram do.
Ah, yes,
So-
that's right. You did see Wolfram do that. Okay,
Um,
so we will say to yeet his skull into the spokes is going to be a challenging attack.
And I can't aim, right?
You can aim.
I can aim? Cool.
Well,
Let me
do you have
guess.
AP left?
Standard. I did. I only had that little bit of movement to move the barrel.
Yeah,
on
then
it.
you're fine. Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead and you can spend an extra AP for aim.
Cool. And simple ranged. Standard attack. Let's see how I do. Hey!
You lob it in there. Okay, I need you to roll 2d6 and add your agility bonus.
Guys, I'm really hoping they don't have like a musket or something and they just shoot the barrel bomb that I'm carrying.
Same.
You see, they all have
Um,
flamethrowers.
Yep.
Yeah, but
boy.
how far is the reach on those flamethrowers? We've seen the schematics.
But we also know they don't work, right?
Yeah,
Those are
we
the-
also know
If they're
that.
Gritta's plans, they're sabotaged, so that's gonna go real well for them. Just so the agility bonus is the number in that box.
Yes, next to
To
your
the
agility
side. Okay, cool.
score.
11.
11. Cool.
Is that including my tail eat skull damage for my
Yep, that is
exploding
your,
d6?
that is your extra
Cool.
damage.
Wonderful. Like, get them in town. Be useful for once. Eat them.
Got the wrong page bookmarked.
Just screams.
No,
please don't make me go in there.
As he goes into the spokes.
Okay, so yeah.
Don't
that'll-
forget my scarf.
That exceeds its damage threshold.
Oh no,
Anybody
he
in
didn't
the
have that
Treefell group
anymore.
ever wanted to do
Oh.
that?
Roll a d6.
Cool.
Okay, would you like to spend a fortune point in order to create a mishap? The same way you
I
might.
feel like since I'm standing here by myself, that yes, that would be a good idea. Yes.
Okay, so Huttenberg's going to spend one of their fortune.
just feeling a little outnumbered at the moment.
Okay, so I need you to roll me. This is a moderate mishap.
Okay.
Roll a d100.
98.
Oh, Holy cow.
Hopefully high is awful for them.
It just upgraded to a serious mishap.
Yeah.
Oh.
So re-roll
So
again on the new
romantic.
chart.
70.
70. You knock loose the suspension.
Oh,
That
The
sounds
golem must make a successful pilot check in order to not be thrown.
Please be thrown.
Ooh, that's not good enough. I'm not going to waste a misfortune on this. It's just a golem. So you lob Ever's skull, and he's yapping and complaining the entire time.
Fucking interns.
Fucking, I know,
I
right?
can't believe that I signed up for this internship just for this, and boom, his head lodges inside of the skull, and the skull just explodes. And
Yeah, worth it.
it whips the vehicle around, and the golem is thrown.
Please hit a tree and take more damage or something, or land in the fire. I don't know. Get yeeted someplace bad.
And I
I'll
will
make sure
apply
HR
your
doesn't get when
damage
you do this.
also to the golem.
Yay!
So you did 2 levels of damage to this thing,
Good.
ooh.
and you did
Very
2 levels of damage to that golem. Now the next one,
Okay.
it comes charging down your direction on its bike.
I got nothing for this. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to go ahead and take its attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit. You don't have anything left, do you?
I get one free parry.
Oh, you have lightning reaction. Yes.
I
so
do.
you get to take your free parry.
Okay. I just gotta find where that is. There it is. Nope.
Nope. So that is a charge maneuver
Oh boy. Okay.
and a standard attack, so that gives it an extra d6, and it is mounted, which is also an extra d6 for 3d6 base damage.
Repeat.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. You got this.
12 plus 4 is 16. Incoming.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Moderate. That's 2 levels for me.
2 levels down to moderate. Okay, so that'll put us at 2d6.
If you die, we'll put you in a robot body.
That's what I was thinking, so I'm not as worried about it. I mean, you still have some spell dust,
Ooh,
so.
no 6s, unless I want to inflict an injury on you just to be mean. But this is like the first round of combat, so we'll wait.
I'm ready to release this mortal coil and join
There's
my
no
robot
injury
brother.
yet at this point. And then it has a bit of movement left, so it's gonna roll on past.
Gotta give Dustin credit. He brought enough golem bodies for all of us.
That is true. That was very considerate of him.
Honestly, I'll take the upgrade at this point.
Pretty soon it's going to be Team Headband Robot.
This one rolls
Yeah.
past, and it's gonna make a stand. I can't charge because of how far away it is, but it's gonna make its attack on Greta.
Okay. So the assets, potentially the little girl in the
missed.
temple that's about to get ganked.
Oh, I'm going to shoot the shit out of that
Or
kid.
it's Ivan as the emperor.
Oh my gosh.
One of the two.
I didn't even think about that.
You could be the asset.
God, I fucked his ride up so bad.
He's gonna be the all-seeing emperor. He's got a built-in name.
Yeah.
He's very well grounded too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low
The last
center of
one
gravity.
comes right past Greta and uses all of its gun-up maneuvers to get all the way down to Wolfram. It can't attack, but it's made it all the way down there. Did the golem come with it? Did I lose it? Oh, no.
No, he fell off. He's
It
dead.
fell off.
He's dead.
Hold on. Okay.
Any-
Sounds like a fatal injury to me. At that speed, whew.
Mr. Boswell.
We've all been there.
I hate to see it, man.
We'll move the ship. The ship is so big, it's hard to grab the other tokens sometimes, because I like it as
Oh
the
boy.
ship.
Does
The
someone
ship
want to put
crashes on
that
me,
joke
kills me.
there? No?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I thought about it.
Uh-huh, me too.
Oh well, Mr. Boswell. I don't know why you won't stay on your boat,
He,
but you're now linked to it
he's
again.
dead too.
All right,
He's dead
so
too.
Look at that.
he drives up over this direction, and you see he sees Asher flying up.
Oh hell.
You really don't want to mess with that. I promise you.
He's going to cast a spell.
No.
Fuck you, dude.
That dick.
Damn cultist.
Ooh, that's
Fucking Petronius.
Hold on, what this is.
He's not.
Let me check Mr. Boswell's
Mr. Boswell, if you hit me, I'm dropping this on you.
48. No, that
I
is
don't think
not
they know
enough.
what's in what rule of the road number 1 and 20 are.
I will
21.
have to
1
spend
and
the
21.
misfortune to redo this, so let's get that Terra and Treefell fortune and let's use it.
You don't
Yeah.
have to.
No, I have to. They spent it. It has to be used.
Hey, but do you?
Hey, that's better. An 18.
Oh,
Boo.
Rude.
this guy.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Well, it was a good plan.
You drop it on him, that's still, I feel, a fairly decent use of.
He got owned the
Oh,
last time he
I don't
rode
want-
his bike towards us, so like I think he's just really out for vengeance because he didn't get a good debut last
We're
time.
gonna take control of the Light Eater again and say, get that guy!
That one right there. What's your name? Snarf, snoof, near, snark,
I do speak squick squick, so I could yell at him in squick squick, because he probably speaks that as a rat man.
That's a good question.
Yep, any person you can
Georgie,
see.
I don't know.
Okay. You see he pulls out what looks like a throwing star. And he hurls it directly up in the air. He successfully casts. He can select the number of foes he can see equal to his WV, but he only needs one, because he's only looking at Asher. Each foe suffers 3d10 plus willpower bonus and damage.
What?
Don't
That's so
die.
much damage.
That's a doozy.
I didn't roll very good, though.
Oh, yeah.
An additional 4 onto that puts that at 12 incoming damage.
That's
And who's
only
that
one
against?
damage threshold.
Oh!
Nice.
If you
Nice.
have to make,
Doing
you
all
have
right.
to resist with coordination.
If I fail, do I drop it on him?
Yes, you're disarmed.
So air laser, it's a little weird tonight. So if you buy bits, you buy a fortune point for one of the teams. When that team spends their fortune, it becomes misfortune for the opposite team. So, in a roundabout way, you buy misfortune for them all.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody
Dustin,
gets
what was the
misfortune.
difficulty in that coordination check?
Standard.
Standard, okay.
It doesn't look as anything otherwise, so we'll leave it at standard.
You, no.
Oh, he fails!
Oh, by
By one?
You could re-roll that.
Reroll that.
Point.
Try it.
Use a
Yeah.
point.
Use
I'm
a
gonna
use a
point.
fortune.
I'm gonna use
Yeah,
a point.
I really want to
Perfect.
see the Star Destroyer blow up. I really
Yeah.
just shoving.
There we go.
Yay!
There
Okay.
we go.
So with that
Right,
with that
right in the
fortune
exhaust
point,
port.
you feel it that throwing star like burst into like shrapnel, and it takes off glowing with green witch fire, and it just erupts up towards you, and it goes to rip through your wings, but you kind of have to spiral with the barrel, and it just goes flying past you, like almost like gunfire would if it was like a kind of like how you see Ivan's gunfire, it's kind of a shrapnel sort of pattern up at you. He looks all disgraced, like, I missed.
Why don't you mind your own business, you cock?
That'll take us down to the Treefell cast. We're back to the top of the order of Treefell cast. Zelina, you are first. You have just snuffed some snuff. You're muted.
To get her up to snuff.
I've huffed some snuff.
Yep.
So
Handed to you by a strange man with a wolf skull face. And then you
Yeah,
saw a
I'm
giant
looking-
gorilla robot run past down into the room.
so did I find my spell on page 13?
Yes.
All right. I'm just going to blindly start incanting it. I don't know if I'm just
Get rid of
doing
the
it.
Light Eater.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Do I need to roll for that?
the first thing you had to do, if you remember, was you had to draw your
remember.
triangle of containment on the ground, because what you're looking for is bind demon.
Okay.
Or summon. You had to summon demon. So
Summon
the
demon.
first thing you had to do is draw the triangle of containment. You already have a circle of power to stand in.
Okay.
So you're going to make, this is petty magic. Well, I think it's petty magic still. A ritual, I think, is still.
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at my
Based on the
spells.
size of it.
It was
And the
petty
Light
until Dustin
Eater
froze.
was gone.
What happened? Did I
We
freeze?
did it,
That was the
guys.
wrong spell, but it
I'm
worked.
I'm changing it to petting right now.
Did I completely lose everything? Hello? Did the entire screen froze or just Discord? Oh. Yep, that's what happens.
Didn't want to happen.
Hold on. I think I'm back.
Yeah, you are back.
Okay.
It reset
You're about to
itself.
say-
We got rid of the light eater. The robots are all dead.
Yeah, just catch you up.
Did somebody else
Just to
drop
catch
two?
you up.
You said it
Oh,
was
no.
petty something.
Someone
and then-
else dropped
I
two,
think
yeah.
Zoom's having a hiccup because someone else dropped two. It's messed up my
Oh, no.
overlays a bit, but
That's
that's okay. So, what I was looking
So-
up real fast was to make sure I know.
I go to
what
talents,
summon
trappings, or
demon is.
magic and rituals.
I was looking for the ritual for summon demon real fast because I want to make sure
Yeah,
I
I
know.
think we
which-
lost Georgie. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
There it is.
there he's back. Let me just fix.
Yeah, Zoom closed completely
Do
for
the
me.
zoom.
Yeah, it's what it
shuffle.
did to me too. I think Zoom just had like a hiccup. Like it was not happy with the level of.
Of tomfoolery.
We got it all fixed. So, yep. All right. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna call this. Oh, here it is. Waking the Dead. Blessed Sacrament. Call Demonic Servant. I was looking to see what the difficulty is. Oh yeah, it's arduous because it's a higher.
Oh
demon.
no!
That's what I was
can
thinking.
I can spill some blood to make it easier, right?
You can spill blood so he can't resist.
Let's do that.
You got to have
Wait,
someone to
let's see.
sacrifice him because this is
Oh,
at greater
I
level.
can't
It has to be a
Just-
it has to be a
you've
human
got-
sacrifice.
Just snort it.
Oh, it has to be.
this
a
is where
sacrifice.
this is where you sacrificed Plague Dr. Pathos last time, but that's because Georgie
Oh.
wasn't here. So I don't know if you
Right.
want to go down that road
Well, you know
again.
who's
He's
not here
grievously wounded.
this week?
Intern.
Intern.
Grab the end
Oh,
of the
Everest
leg.
into
So-
the demon spokes.
I don't have anybody to sacrifice right now.
Yeah, you do.
Do
He's like right. He's
Well,
right
no, it's a
there.
target-rich
Everest.
environment. I mean,
Just kill
Everest?
Everest. Yeah.
Everest is
I mean,
dead.
you
Yeah,
have
Everest
you have a temple full of people.
Everest isn't dead. Well, that you know of yet.
Get the
Where you
little
got
girl's
Hagen?
mom.
Well, I thought I saw him as a pile of bones. I can't. I'm gonna get the little. That's not my character. That was the
Standing.
problem last time. Is I'm playing a goody goody girl. So I guess I'll just try to.
Does it have to be all of the blood of something or just blood
Yeah.
of something?
no,
It-
she has
that's
to
what
make
I-
a sacrifice. It has to be
Oh.
killed.
And I don't have
For
any
blood
like
magic.
little animals on me or anything, right?
No, but
It
for
won't take
greater magic level, it requires humans. Even if you had an animal, it wouldn't count.
Okay, so let's just try to make it arduous. Oh my god, that's really going to be hard.
But you did huff the stuff, so
I did have the stuff, and
Do you
that
want to
gives
use
me
it on
what?
this roll?
Yeah,
I mean,
Right?
Wolfram's got more stuff to dish out.
That's
he,
true.
He has like 4 vials worth.
We've
I
got
don't
so
know.
much drugs.
I don't know that the stuff is going to make a difference, but I don't want to sacrifice anybody, so I'm going to go ahead and
All right. So
do.
you start conducting the ritual. You draw the triangle of containment. You use your auto crit.
Yeah.
Okay. And just as it did the last time, the light eater vanishes from outside.
That's good.
And inside you see a single pink flame, like a disembodied torch. Inside of there.
Hmm.
And you hear it say, "Who beckons me?"
Uh-oh. I look at Wolfram and I'm like, I think I got it. I think I got it.
Oh, good. I thought you were looking to me for, like, what to do next. You're the cultist. Only said its name right once on accident.
Right. So, so if I completed the ritual, do I need to? I
You-
tell it that I've summoned it, I guess.
You know that you need to be standing in your circle of power. Very bad things can happen to you in the presence of a greater demon.
I stay in my circle.
You better
Yeah,
spend
my
1
circle.
AP to move down there to it.
Oh, yes. Let me spend AP.
Is the circle the golden circle
Yes.
that we're seeing on the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, where'd it go?
You hid
I'm
behind
under
Everest.
Everest.
I'm under
You have
Everest.
entered Everest. Yes.
There you go.
The intern.
Okay.
Ah.
Do I see Everest there? Is he? What is he?
He's getting ready
like
to
a-
run because that's what Everest
Oh,
does best.
of course. Yes. I give him a glare.
Just as you did the first time.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. So after Zelina, we move on to Meraki. Meraki, There are 2 skeletons that are finishing coming out of tombs.
So they are still coming, even though the Light Eater is
Yes.
forcibly moved, I guess.
Yeah, you see
Okay.
you see the flame appears inside the triangle of containment, and you see that the skeletons are still moving.
Okay, where is this triangle? Is it with her circle?
Yeah, she would have to draw it up near the circle, next to
Okay.
the circle, so she can converse with it. She would have to move first, but it's a matter of logistics. So
Right, okay. Then yeah, I'm just going to attack the skeletons, I guess, if they're still trying to attack us. I gotta find my spear
plop it
again.
down right there.
Oh, hello.
They're right here.
All right, so you're gonna attack skeleton. Take your 2 swings
Yes.
and take the best. 1 with each weapon, because you fight 2-handed. That's a miss. Maybe you'll hit with the woodman's axe.
Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go.
You do hit with the woodman's axe. Did that not add in your... Oh, that didn't add in your combat bonus. Hold on. Let me fix something on your sheet. I forgot to program something incorrectly. Your woodman's axe should have your combat bonus added to it. There you go. You hit. I want you to reroll woodman's axe just for the damage.
Okay.
Oh, 15. It went from 2 to 15.
That's much better.
That's more the Meraki I know. So, that's 3.
You had a 6 explode in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. You have not killed a crypt skeleton yet, so you do not get the additional Slayer bonus yet.
Yet.
That's correct.
But has she killed Everest before?
No, that's not it.
No.
So you get to... He is undead. He's immune to injury, so you don't need to roll for injuries. So you do a mighty nice slash with your woodman's axe that it cleaves into the skeleton really hard. And do you have anything you'd like to do with your other 2 AP?
I'm trying to remember the other things I can do with AP.
You can do perilous stunts, like a takedown or dirty tricks and try to blind it. Although I think it's immune to perilous stunts too, now that I think
I would
about
assume
it,
it's
so.
that. Takedown. Oh, that's only if I charged, it looks like.
You can do it. No, it's coordination. If you don't charge, it is...
or athletics if you do charge. Okay. Yeah, let's try it. Why not?
Okay. Go ahead and make a coordination check.
Okay. Let's do this.
Oh, you do. Okay. So you, as it's coming up out of there, you give it a knock and it'll just send it to the ground. So it is now prone.
That's what you get.
All right. And you have 1 AP left. Would you like to bank for parry?
Yes.
Okay. Then we will move
Always.
on. Nadia.
Hey. Yeah, let's move to try and attack this skeleton dude over here. Oh wait, that's the wrong street. Crap. So I'm assuming this door is open.
Yeah, the doors are open.
Skeleton. Yeah, let's go attack that first skeleton dude.
All right, go ahead and move yourself over for 1 AP.
Yeah.
Make your attack with your spear. That's a miss. Would you like to spin fortune?
Sure, why not?
It can't hurt you.
Nope. And actually, the fortune pools, we get one of those misfortune.
I marked it, didn't I?
It looks like you gave it to the wrong team.
Did I? No, I think they had one there already. I think we're good.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and re-roll it.
I did.
Oh, you didn't make it though, did you?
Nope.
All right, well, so you take a good
Yep.
swing at it. You come up empty. You get a bank 1 for parry.
Yep.
All right, we'll move on. Nigel.
All right. Who is this individual that's just arrived?
That is the flame. That is the light.
Oh, that's the...
That's the Light Eater's token. I just made it smaller so it's represented on the map.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's really interesting because when you scrunch the token down, instead of looking like a big bird face going caw, it looks like a dude in a trench coat with a large hat.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Right, anyway.
I see that.
All right. So Nigel is going to regard this large armored person who just came in and just say, "An Imperial Knight! Sir, we have skeletons converging on our position. Please help. I will continue to kill this ghost grave robber thing." And I'm going to attack the ghost grave robber again.
All right.
That ghost grave robber is about to be real mad with what our group's about to do.
Critical fail.
Well, I do get to reroll.
Oh, you do, because you're military officer. You get to roll twice.
Yep. Come on.
Okay, that's better. You don't have to take a
26.
critical
Excellent.
fail. All right, so you hit him for 10.
Sweet. Well, technically 11, but still.
Yeah, it's enough for one more.
Yeah.
He's undead. He doesn't take any of. It does hit him again, and he's still. You see, he's still in the midst of. It looks like reforming himself.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a while to whittle him down. Let's see. Any socials that I can do here? Not really. There's not really much I've got going on. I'll save one to parry or dodge. Can I save 2 to parry? 1 to parry, 1 to dodge?
You can bank as much AP as you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just bank 2.
Okay. It is Skeleton's turn. So the 2 skeletons over on Meraki converge in, and they are going to take their attacks. First one, that's a hit. Second one, ooh, that's a miss. So the first one's going to hit striking. Meraki, did you have a parry?
Yes, I did.
All right, go ahead and make your parry.
Remind me again where there it
It's on
is.
the
Never
Talents and
mind.
Trappings page, right above your health track. Oh, that's a critical fail. Let's give you
Oh,
some peril
fun.
first. Let's give you some peril.
Are you keeping track of how many they're racking up so far?
Well, it would be 2 if the first one counted, but that's going to be +2, so that's 10 mental peril for Meraki. How many peril levels does that put you down, Meraki?
Let me find it. That is on.
First tab. 9 is your base, so only 1. So you take 1 peril, so that's not enough to do anything really to you, but let's talk about the damage. Oh, that's an exploding 6. Let's roll that thing again. So that's 8 plus 4. That's 12 incoming physical damage. So look at your damage track and see how many health levels that takes you down. You're pretty beefy as a slayer because
Just
you're,
1, it looks like.
I think it's just 1. So yeah, it hits you with its sword. The other one misses. The second one that missed is going to attempt. Oh, that one is prone. I forgot. That's probably why he missed. The one that's up though is going to attempt a takedown on you, and succeeds. You get to resist coordination for free, or else you will be knocked prone along with the other skeleton.
Okay, coordination.
Oh, failed. So you are also knocked prone.
For now.
All right, so you're down prone. It takes us to the skeletons on the other side. The first one. They're both going to converge on Nadia. That's a miss. That's a big miss. How do I have any? Oh, I do. I have misfortunes to use on them. Let's do that. Make it smell blood. Ah, miss. The other one hits, though. You had a parry saved up there, Nadia? Georgie? Oh, you didn't make it, though. Oh, man. This is not looking good for the home team. 13 incoming damage, Nadia.
Yeah, about that. I'm dead.
And Nadia goes down. She was grievously wounded. So Nadia walks over there and attempt to fight two skeletons, and one runs her through with the sword. And Nadia perishes in the corner. Not too far from where she died the first time.
I was gonna say
crap.
she did. That sounds really. Like
And that
deja vu.
skeleton moves into the room after striking Nadia down. That'll bring us to Milton himself. Milton kind of spins half around, looking around at all this chaos that's going on around him as he continues to hold the arm of his would-be bride. And he looks this direction where he sees a robot and a Nigel. He opens his mouth, and out from his mouth bellows red flame. You each need to make coordination at standard.
Coordination at standard. Nope. I'm gonna go ahead and use a fate point or
Oh, that's true.
fortune.
Nadia,
fortune
do you have a fate point?
No.
You don't have a fate point? I don't remember if you had one or not.
No, I don't. No.
Okay, yeah, then you're dead. Unless somebody does something to change that.
Yeah, somebody.
I'm not saying there ain't options. There's options.
Can I use a fate point on her behalf?
No.
Oh.
Nope. The only other thing it can save you is about 1,000 bits from somebody in the chat. We'll buy a fate point for our player. That's just standard.
Speaking of chat,
A
we
sweet
missed that
robot
Deacon's
bod.
table followed us. So
Oh,
thank you for
Deacon's table. Awesome.
that. Much appreciated.
All right.
Cool.
So, Nigel, you failed. Ivan, did you make a coordination? Chuck, you muted.
You can't hear me if I'm muted. Just
Can't
so
hear
you
if you're
know.
muted.
Can't hear me. You need to make me a coordinate, or I need to make you a coordination standard.
Yeah, standard.
There you
Oh.
go. Passed it perfectly.
Are you going to use any fortune?
Yeah, I'll use a fortune.
Of course you would.
I think I will also use a fortune.
All
Which
right.
sucks,
We got
but-
more fortune
Yep.
coming everywhere.
I passed it.
You did.
And I passed it.
Okay. Well, it bellows out a breath of flame in your direction. And it nearly catches you both on fire.
And this is Gravedigger, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good thing I'm non-flammable.
That's true. But he doesn't know that, does he?
But you know that, and you could have not taken that fortune point.
No, I'm not. I'm
And
I
he
melt, I don't
continues to
burn.
successfully cast his ritual, and you see that he and the skeletons all heal 1 health level.
When he is casting his ritual, is there like a vocal component? Do I hear him saying things?
Yes. Yeah, he is.
All right.
He's muttering things in an infernal sounding voice as he's
Okay.
standing at the altar.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to the allies' turn. So at this point, Evers does what Evers does best. And he runs right out the temple and past
No,
Wolfram.
Everest, wait! You're supposed to carry this for me!
And he gets on the horse and he flees because that's what he does.
First intern ever.
Where's
Did you make it through the
intern
side blade trap?
ever? No, the blade traps are gone. This family's
Could
huddled down in
Wolfram
the
have,
corner. Hagen steps up here next to where Zelina is, and he throws one of his throwing daggers. and he hits the arm of the grave robber, and it releases Alice, who uses her turn to scurry down here with the rest of her family, leaving the grave robber alone. And then Hagen flees, because that's also what Hagen does. Right past Wolfram and out the door.
Hey, whatever Evrysts was running past,
Yes.
could there have been a small thing that happened there?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
So, on his way out, I'm gonna, kind of get in his way.
Hold on, Everest! I have your stick, and you have to take this book, and you have to deliver it to a Wolfram Varzand in Huttenberg, or else you become the skeleton that ends this all, and your head gets yeeted into the mountain!
You shove it in his chest.
Make a fellowship charm roll.
Alright. Let's see, fellowship charge. Come on now. Charm, okay.
Edgar Allan Poe. I love it. That's
There it is.
fantastic.
He grabs
31.
hold of them, looking really confused because he now has two of the same walking stick on him.
You can keep the stick, but don't open that!
And he takes off with it.
Yes. Nailed it.
Alright, that's all I have to do from here on out.
Legacy of the Headband King will live on.
And that brings us to the top of the Huttenberg cast. Ivan, you have sprinted down into this tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah, do I see the little girl?
Kapow.
Oh, right. This guy's going to fight that skeleton. Jessup starts fighting this other skeleton up there, but we're not going to worry about him. The little girl is huddled in the corner with half of her family.
How far away is she from me?
Well, there's about 5-6 movement there.
5 or 6 movement. Okay. What am I going to do? I'm going to... God, I want to make sure I got a good shot, so I'm in range of my shotgun. So, 5 or 6 movement, that is within my short range. I will aim twice.
Now, Ivan, you're aware that she had to be sacrificed.
Fuck.
It wasn't just killed. She had to be sacrificed per the book's ritual, to feed her to the Great Devourer, who's now dead.
Damn. And she's hiding behind her family?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all huddled in the corner. She's over there with her father is a not a militiaman, man at arms. Yeah. He's got a mortuary sword and a shield, and he's currently got his shield up, and she's huddled there behind him, holding his severed leg as he's laying on the ground.
Oh, so he's on the ground.
Yeah, he's on the ground, and she's hunkered down there with him because he can't hardly fight right now because he lost the leg.
I was going to aim twice. God, I think I need to... Okay. I'm going to shoot her dad.
Okay. Blunderbusses do a cone attack. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
You just get all of them. One hit.
Yeah, but I don't want to get her.
You could blast the whole family in one fell swoop check.
I just don't want to get her. Yeah, we need her. I'll just walk up, and I'll snatch her.
Okay.
And then I'll carry the child and just slap her onto the thing.
Make me a challenging athletics test to grab her away from her family, who's all going to obviously resist.
Come with me if you want to, not live.
They're not like super strong or anything, and the one guy who could.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
no problem, no problem.
So Robo Ivan just walks over there and just picks the girl up, and they like grab onto her and they try to pull her away, but you just rip her away from her family.
Yeah,
I'm here to kill John Connor.
Come with me, because I want to live.
This is why we made him use the Arnold voice when he got put in the golem, is because he's a robot from the future, come back to kill a kid.
Yeah.
So
then I'll carry her over and just toss her onto the
altar.
I don't want to onto the altar like a sack of potatoes.
All right, so that'll be the rest of your AP, and then
I'll yell out, "Who is going to kill this little girl? We need a ritual. I'll shoot her if you need me to." That was almost a little Russian. I can't shake it.
All right, that's Ivan's turn. Ravit, you are all the way back out here.
Yeah, yes I am. By myself. I'm not worried about this motorbike so much as I am this robot. No, I've done some tinkering on these robots before, so I know where their weak points would be, per se. So while I run over, 'cause this guy, I'm gonna have to deal with him next. I don't think I have time for him right now. I'm more concerned about the thing that was attacking me, because that's the headband gang. So look out for yourself. And your gang, but yourself first. So I'm gonna run over an AP. And while I yell up at the Star Destroyer, Father, it is me! Stop whatever you do! What is the meaning of all this? And I aim stab at the robot.
Okay.
So, hit stabby stab as I yell up at my dad. To be like, please, why? Yeah!
Alright, so you hit it, you do 9. That'll do a level of damage to it. We don't have to worry about no injuries, because it's a golem.
Yeah.
So, you do a level of damage to it, and it's still on the ground. Actually, you get an extra d6. Add an extra d6 to it, because it's prone.
Very nice.
It was thrown to the ground. It hasn't had a turn to get up yet. So an extra
Good.
5 on top of that will do... Yeah, an extra level.
Another level?
Yeah, another level. Yes. Alright. So that'll take us then to... Do you have 1 AP? Are you storing it for parry?
No, I get a free parry. I'm not worried about it.
So do you want to do something with your last AP?
I used it to aim.
Oh, you aimed. That's right. Okay, sorry. Yes. Correct. So
I'm a strong believer in
Asher,
aiming.
this is round 2 of flying up for you. You dodged some shuriken-like things thrown at you. We need a challenging athletics test to keep elevating up.
Oh, I'm
That's
gonna
no
spend
good.
A fortune point.
Yeah.
Spend a fortune?
Spend a fortune point. This is important. There we go. Critical success.
All right. So I will count that as 2 successes. And you fly. You finally get the hang of these wings that you've just barely have gotten. And you start flying faster and faster. And you've got this barrel bomb
like
and you are soaring past. The next round when they get to shoot at you with the flamethrowers, I will make it a challenging test to counter it. As you're going to soar past them with this barrel bomb, they're going to try to flamethrower you down. So,
it's not a great idea for them. They don't know what it is, and it's just...
I'm just a bootlegger. I'm just getting away with whiskey.
That's right. So you continue to soar on up. You are now also, because of the critical success, you are out of the range of Mr. Boswell's spell attempts.
You're ready to eat that barrel. You just gotta... It's beautiful. I'm so excited.
All right. So, Wolfram.
My creation.
Back down here to you, Wolfram.
More drugs.
All right.
You have a motorcycle that's charged up on you with Genie on it, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, I don't really care about her. All right, so I know at this point from my earlier readings that she makes the circle of power, she pulls it in there, and then she has to do one more thing.
Then it's Faustian bargain time.
Yeah. Well, there's already a dead person next to her, so that she could probably use that one.
The last thing that she would need is a vessel to contain it. And when there was no vessel last time, it chose her. Her incapacitated, lightning-struck body to be its new home. And then it laid there inside of her until she was brought to Huttenberg at the command of her long-lost love, Marcus Wilde, where then it re-emerged in Huttenberg and wreaked havoc.
We've got a shitty intern in the hallway.
I was going to say the important part was that it didn't reanimate her, right? She just stayed dead until such time something weird happened.
She had her throat slit and was dead. It just used her as a vessel to hide.
All right, Nadia. That's the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wolfram just says, "Screw you, motorcycle person." Makes his way on down here, and wherever Nadia's body is,
it's got the X on it.
All the way down there. Okay.
Excuse me. Yep, just getting by. Sir, I am going to hopefully get past you, Nigel. And we need this. Hold on.
Bumbles back through. And we'll bumble back up to the circle, and
there you go. That's to put it in there. And here, snuff this.
And another one. And then I will stand ready to defend myself whenever bad shit happens.
Okay. So that's Wolfram's turn. Greta. Greta, you are outside. You've been ran down by a motorcycle with a golem on it.
Yep, I'm gonna attack this golem for getting in my way with my stiletto. So I will draw for one, aim for one, and attack.
All right. Draw for one, aim for one, and attack.
So that makes it routine.
Makes it a routine.
Eh.
Oh,
No!
would you like to spend fortune?
I feel like there are more important things to be spending the fortune on.
Okay.
How much?
Spend it. So you take a
How many
swing
do
at
we
it as
have?
it rolls past you, and you miss it.
Okay.
I guess we do have 3 left.
That brings us to enemies.
We.
This bike right here, you guys see it takes off this direction, and the one at Greta, actually after it swings, takes off this direction, and this one here
was the
takes
ass at
off
your book?
after this direction, and they run
Sure was.
Everest down and brutally murder Everest. And you see one of them picks up the book, and it says,
Whoops.
"Asset acquired.
Oh no.
Return to the ship."
That's dirty.
Well,
Come on, Asher, it's all on you.
At your book.
The other one looks at it and says, "We have the manifesto of Wolf and Ram. The future
Oh.
is secured. Prepare for the Witchstone."
They're about to be in for a big surprise when that Star Destroyer gets.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll see what happens.
It'll take at least extensive damage.
Well,
Okay.
shit. Of course, put the acid on the weakest person.
Curse you, intern!
Yeah, but,
Thought his fear of death would lead him away faster.
No, damn intern.
Mr. Boswell, he takes off on his, and he heads back into the pod. So we're just gonna move him back into the pod here. I can't know why his token's being so funny all of a sudden, but oh well, it's in the pod. He goes back into the pod. And that brings us to the one that's on Ravit. So this one on Ravit is going to spend 1 AP to get up.
Okay.
And then it's going to take a wild unarmed swing at you.
Alright. I'm
'Cause that's
ready.
all it's got. And it misses.
Ha! I am onto your robot ways.
I want to hit Ravit though, so let's use some Treefell. Let's use some Treefell fortune there. And we'll go ahead and retry that attack again. Because nobody gets out of this thing that easy. Oh man, I rolled worse. All right.
I told you I am
So,
onto your robot ways.
It stands up and it takes a couple swings. It's like shunk, shunk, and then it's going to try a coordination takedown for its last.
I'm too fast.
Oh, it does hit you with that. You have to resist coordination or be taken down.
Coordination? Cool. Just a standard?
Yep, just standard.
Cool. Oh,
You
yeah.
do it. So with your prehensile tail, you're able to keep your balance, and you dodge around it. And
My
that
clothes
is
feet, my
it
prehensile tail. You
for that.
can't touch this.
That takes us to the top of the order, Zelina. We're back to the Treefell cast. Zelina, this weird dwarf guy is handing you more vials of stuff. You have the Light Eater where you want it. It's asking you. It's asking you for your demands.
So what is left in my book, because I'm still following the directions in my book? Did I finish all of that, or is there more to do to secure this demon?
Well, at this point, you have to figure out what you would like to do to try to banish it. You have to have something or someone to
we have to sacrifice something.
to put it in, to contain it. Your triangle will only contain it for so long. And you have this short window of opportunity, approximately like a minute, to foster a bargain with it. A terrible bargain. Or else it's going to break free and it's going to wreak havoc once again.
There is a Nadia vessel right next to you.
Does the thing? Wait. Does the thing it possesses? Does it have to be dead?
No, you don't know.
Make him possess that thing, and we'll just kill them both at the same time.
That thing, the
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 grave robber?
Nadia? Oh, the grave robber?
Do we want to fight the possessed grave robber, though? We fought a possessed, cultist.
We
And
fought a
it would go well for
possessed.
us.
Did we fight? No, we can't. We can't put it in Nadia because then it'll have all Nadia's powers.
The last time it was in a dead mermaid, and it stayed quiet.
It wasn't in a mermaid.
So-
it was in a dead
was in
Zelina.
her. That's
Oh, it was Zelina. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, not strike that. That wasn't a mermaid. That was you. It was a dead you with lightning strikes all over it. So instead of you, this one
So okay, and she
or
does
you,
it.
whichever one. I don't care.
Not me.
You're going to put it inside of Nadia?
No, not Nadia. The other thing.
Oh, you're going to try to
Wait.
banish it into the grave robber.
You know what? She looks at Wolfram real quick, and she's like, "I had a dream, and I know what I need to do, but I just needed a sign, and I haven't gotten a sign yet."
No, wait. I am the sign. I was a dude, now I'm a skeleton, and it's horrible.
You're from the future.
And I'm from the future. Everything is horrible, and you just need to do it now. So
That's right.
now is
Okay.
your sign.
If you want to command it, you have to speak its name. That's a hard incantation rule to speak the demon's name.
You have more snort dust.
And so she's like, "Give me the snort dust," and she points at both of the two possibilities and looks at Wolfram again, and is like, "All right, show me the sign."
Which of the two you're pointing at?
Nadia and the grave robber.
Oh, definitely this one. Definitely this one.
Hey,
The dead one. The dead one.
the dead one. The dead one. She's like, "Did you give her the snort stuff?"
Oh yeah.
Okay, she's gonna take the top off, huff it again, speak the name.
Okay.
Wolfram's like, and then it's this syllable.
By speaking it, by using the Witchstone essence. By the way, every time you take this Witchstone essence, it's 9 corruption. So you're up to 18 corruption now.
She needs it. by now.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So you take it again, and you recite the name with Wolfram almost helping re-utter it to you as you're saying it. And you see this pink flame is forced from its triangle of containment into the body of Plague Dr. Pathos.
Yes.
And it's just a greenish, like smoke almost coming off of the body, almost like it's sizzling as it enters into poor Nadia.
She's like, looks at Wolfram. Okay, let's hope this works.
And here in like 2 seconds, Wolfram just vanishes. Like, no.
Meraki?
At least I didn't get hit by lightning this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're
I'm
on the
gonna
ground.
I'm gonna use 1 action point to stand up,
Yes.
another action point to whack him again. Because he's still prone.
Yes.
I don't know
so you'll
what
get
that
You'll
does.
get an extra fury die. So it'll be 2d. You'll get an extra d6 on top of whatever your weapon does, whichever weapon hits.
Okay.
So roll with both weapons and
See what happens.
yep. That's a miss with the fire hardened spear. Let's see if you do okay with the.
I always miss with that
That
stupid
woodman's
thing.
axe is always money for you, though.
It really is.
So roll an extra d6 to add to that 12. Because it's prone. Oh, roll it again. Okay, so that will push it to slain.
Yeah. So now I get a +1 against other zombie crap, right?
Yes.
Nice.
So you'll now do a base of 2d6. And then if it's prone, you'll do 3. So that'll bring us
And
on to
I let out a victorious cry.
as it crumbles to a pile of bones.
Yes.
Okay, Meraki, do you have anything you want to do with your other AP?
Nope, I'm gonna save it for parry because there's another one right in front of me.
That's true. Skeleton's turn, and that one is going to move up onto you, and it's going to take its attack. And that is a hit. Do that parry thing.
Parry.
You successfully parry it away. So it is going to use a guile for dirty tricks. Ah, it fails horribly. I've got Huttenberg fortune to spend, so let's do that. Let's give you fortune back there, Huttenberg, and we will attempt to dirty tricks you again. Hey, that's much better. You get to resist with coordination, I believe. Forgot to look that one up before I did it. Let's look at the combat actions list real fast.
What are we doing?
Dirty tricks. Resist awareness. I'm sorry. Resist awareness.
Awareness. Oh man, are you sure?
Yep, I'm sure. Oh, you did it though.
Oh, okay, that's
you
fine.
You are not blinded, so you will still be able to parry, which is unfortunate. Okay. The skeletons on the other side. One has moved up behind Nigel, and is going to take its attack at Nigel's back. And hits. Nigel, do you have a parry?
I have a parry and a dodge. I will try the parry first. Or at least I have 2 points.
Yeah, you have two parries.
Oh, 2 parries, okay.
You dodge is for range attacks only.
Oh, gotcha. Where
it's on the second tab, right above your health. Oh, we lost somebody?
Love my health.
Did. We lost
Hope.
Oh.
Got everybody switching teams here as people are... Zoom's having a rough day. That did not work. So let's talk about some damage for Nigel.
Can I use a fortune?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Didn't
No.
make it.
I like the damage.
I'm going to maximize this one. I'm going to explode it on you. So let's get that Huttenberg fortune.
I'm going to get you.
That's just not enough to hurt him. Oh, lame.
Yes.
All right, so that's 6, 7 plus 4. That makes that an 11 incoming damage, which might actually be enough to do a level to Nigel with his brigadine armor.
Where do I find that?
That's the damage threshold above your health levels on talents and trappings.
On talents, trappings, health levels. Damage threshold is 8. Oh wait, no.
Yep.
My BB plus DTM is 8. My damage threshold is 14. So no, you do not damage me.
Yeah, it does 1. It just doesn't.
Oh, it does 1?
Yep, I didn't get enough for a second one, so.
Okay, so I'm moderately wounded.
Yep, and that is 2d6. No, that's just 1d6. 1d6 to check for injury.
Okay. Are you checking or am I checking?
I'm checking to see if I injured you, and I did not.
Good.
I'm not going to spend another one on you. I already spent one just to hit you.
Yep.
I got another skeleton anyway, so it comes in and it's going to take its attacks on Nigel.
I also parry.
Actually, yeah, I will. Oh, critical success. You cannot parry.
Well, that's okay because I didn't parry anyway.
Damn it. That's only 8. It's not enough to do one to you, and I have to spend the other fortune to make it do more, which we will have to do. So that's 10 plus 2, 12, so another 1 level. We hit 2d6 for injury to check. Oh, look at those injuries. Oh, that's beautiful.
2 injuries?
Nope, just 1. I just rolled 2 6s on 2 dice to check. Now we know what page injuries is on. Because it's 365. Give me a D100 roll on the old serious injury chart.
All right. How? 43.
You have a minor concussion. You are incapacitated till someone heals you.
Oh.
So this thing hits you upside the head. It must have tried to slash at you with the sword and must have caught you just off. So it doesn't so much cut, but it boom, right over the top of the head, and you are incapacitated. You can take movement actions, but you will fail any skill test until somebody gives you some smelling salts or attempts to heal this injury from you, or tincture if they have a tincture to give you.
Okay. Let me double check my.
You have a tincture. Someone else has to give it to you, though.
Oh, okay.
If only there was a Big Hero 6 heal robot around.
If only.
My tinctures are only for the headband gang.
Oh, he's gonna withhold.
I don't see him wearing a headband either, so
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's true. He doesn't
Wearing a
say.
headband of pain.
Yeah.
Better than your
Aren't we all?
headbands.
Do not insult the headband.
Finish up an
Everything is
internship.
paid.
Maybe we'll talk.
Yeah, well, it's sacred.
Okay.
Hit up some spokes. We'll talk.
That
We do
takes
need a
us-
new intern, though.
We do need a new intern. The last one has died again.
that takes
And
us.
we already
Crap, I'm-
promoted Wolfram, so we can't demote him again.
Yeah,
That'd be rude.
Wolfram's in. Like, full-fledged member.
No backsliding in this group.
Yeah.
Yes.
That brings us to Ivan.
Oh, snap. Is anyone doing this ritual yet?
No,
I don't know the ritual.
Zelina's using the book, and she's casting this ritual to bind that demon into her friend's dead body.
Is she done with that yet?
It looks like she just finished that.
Oh,
'Cause-
good. I'll go pick her up.
You're gonna attempt to grapple Zelina.
You're going
And
to try to
drag-
pick up Selena?
Drag you over.
Zelina,
You
he's gonna
need
take you.
to-
He's gonna take you out of your circle of power.
Absolutely not. We'll fight.
Okay.
No, don't worry about it. You're fine. We lost somebody. I was trying to figure out who we lost.
It's hope.
We lost hope.
We lost hope. We lost hope.
We lost hope.
It's all despair now.
It feels correct. Yes.
We count this as a takedown?
I'm gonna move myself down here just to fix the rest of this. I'm gonna move Georgie up there. I actually need to move this way. I had it right the first time. There we go. Now everything's right. I'm the only one you can't really see, so that makes everything better with the world again. So what are you doing, Chuck? You're gonna test athletics versus her coordination. I assume to not be grabbed.
Or, yeah, coordination to get out of his way and
Right.
stay in my circle.
Yep. Here's my athletics. What's the difficulty on this?
I'm just gonna assume they're standard.
Cool.
You're just rolling head to head, so there's no reason to up difficulty.
Athletics.
It is a good athletics check. Can you resist with coordination to keep from being grabbed?
Is it easy?
Standard.
Is it
Standard.
standard? Okay.
Yep.
I will try here. Did it work? I pressed the button.
There should be another
There should be a
prompt you have to
confirm
hit.
button somewhere.
Nope. So my agility is, the little box has a 2 in it, and it's a 37 is my agility. So I don't see confirm.
And
When
then
you
pop up somewhere on the screen.
Click
to-
it, there's a little box that'll
modifier
come
button.
up called input value.
When I click it, nothing happens. So,
That box is probably up somewhere already on your screen then.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let me check. Probably
You
right.
click back to your map on Roll20, it should appear.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
So-
there it is. I
Yeah.
see. Okay, and there's no situational.
No situational modifier. Oh, she
See?
successfully resists, Chuck. You don't grab her.
I need you to come kill this little girl right now.
She looks at Wolfram. Is this the sign?
Oh, you better bet your sweet cheeks it is.
Okay, she's gonna follow
Robo Ivan.
the robot, yeah, like carefully. When it's my turn.
Okay.
Then that was an AP to move over there, try and grab her.
Yep.
Fail. I don't care about banking any AP, so I'll just walk back over to the
To the altar.
sacrificial altar. Yeah.
Okay. So you go back to the altar. It is Ravit's turn. Ravit, you're dealing with a golem out here.
Fuck it up. I'm gonna try. I would like to attempt, because there's not a lot I can do about what's happening up there, but I can, and I don't think I can make it all the way to there. So I'm just gonna deal with the problem immediately in front of me.
Okay.
And I don't know what's going on in that temple. We might need this body for a friend. So aim twice
Okay.
and then stab. Because
With
why
stiletto.
not?
Go for it.
Get him.
Oh, look at
I
that.
do.
Minimum damage, but you hit
Yeah.
it.
I did.
That'll be enough to slay it.
Yes.
So you stab into it, and etheric fluid spurts out, and it
Oh.
goes from mostly looking lifeless to completely hunk of metal lifeless as it lays there.
Then I look up because I want to see the boom.
All right.
I want to see Plan 1 and
Asher?
20 in action. Hope has returned to us.
Yeah, sorry.
Hope
I
is
would like
back.
to drop the barrel bomb.
Perfect timing.
On the ship.
Perfect timing.
Yes.
All right. You have to make me one more athletics check to get up above the ship. This was to get you to dock level, where they're going to shoot at you.
I got this. I got this. Is it still challenging?
Yes. Yeah, it's still
Alright,
him,
here we go.
Asher.
Here we go. Asher's got this.
No, he does not. Are you going to
Fortune,
spin the fortune?
I'm gonna spend a
Fortune
fortune point. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no!
Oh.
You're getting tired. You're having problems trying to fly up there. You're up there at eye dock level, where you can see General Baudelaire and a crew like scurrying around, and you see that they've got like
Just push it onto
these
their
flamethrowers, and they're all like in a little like firing squad line, like they're gonna shoot fire at you, not realizing exactly what you have.
I want to make sure. I failed, but can I like fail enough that I'm close
Fail
enough that if
forward?
they blast me, the bomb will still take out the
I'm
ship?
already honoring your critical from last round by making it challenging attempts to hit you with them.
Awesome.
It's not their
Just wanna
turn
see
yet,
ship go boom.
but that's just where you are. So would you like to spend your next AP? Do you have another action you'd like to take? Do you want to try to yeet it from where you are?
Yeah, I think I want to try to eat it from where
So
I
one
am.
to light it, one to try to yeet it from where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So this thing is pretty heavy, so it's gonna be a hard athletics check.
Oh, here we go.
I'd like to spend a fortune.
Yeah, this is important.
Get it.
Come on.
Critical success! So you take this barrel bomb and you light it. And do you have any
27th
last
time is a
words
charm.
for your friends on the ship?
Don't kick people out of military school, you prick. And then I'm going to flip them off with my one remaining
Throw
hand.
the barrel bomb. And it explodes.
Groovy.
Bye, Dad. I'm just watching. I'm in the perfect spot for this. I'm so glad I stayed outside just to sit there and look up at the skies.
Don't worry, I've got another backup copy of you here.
And if it's exactly, and if it's a blimp, it might be filled with I don't know, flammable gas.
So this thing explodes, boom, 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 and it just takes a chunk out of
How-
the side of the ship.
How
and-
big of an explosion is it?
We're gonna make both of those people make coordination checks.
Suddenly you hear an echo from inside. Oh, the humanity!
Okay. You see Latronius and General Baudelaire both like duck for cover when they see it come. You hear them yell, "Incoming!" And you see everyone starts kind of ducking away from where you've lobbed this thing at them, and boom, it goes off, and you see the men with like the jet packs on their back. Some of them fall over the ledge and come hurling down on fire down to the ground and land down near by Ravit. You see one of the other flamethrowers on the backs of one of the men explodes, making a secondary kaboom. And
As it should be.
this is what you get for critical successes, right? Like, it starts chain reaction, and you start seeing all these other kabooms start happening on the ship. Pretty soon, the whole thing is up in flames, and it's starting to get to a point where the large Zeppelin balloon is starting to catch fire itself. Asher, as you see this begin to happen, it occurs to you. When the people brought everything back from Treefell, it was never destroyed by a demon.
Oh no, I'm the meteorite.
It was destroyed by a meteor. That is what they said they found when they came here, Asher.
Oh,
it was
God.
destroyed by something flaming and large that fell from the sky, and those who could see it from far away described it only as a meteor.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
How's it
It's
feel
at
to be
this
a
point,
meteor?
Asher, you realize
Well
Teamwork.
played.
you haven't changed anything. You
Dustin,
see-
did you know we were going to do that?
Yes, I put the bottle bomb on the stupid map. This is not how I thought you were going to do it, for the record. If you want to know how I thought you were going to do it, I'll tell you when we're done. But
Dustin's over here with precognition.
I've precognited the last year of everything. I called the quarantine 6 months before it happened. So, so you see this. You see the ship begins to turn downward, kind of like watching the Titanic sink.
I feel like Luke Skywalker on the Death Star. Right
Yeah,
now.
and it starts to head towards the ground, and you see its trajectory is right at Treefell.
Oh.
Shit happens.
Wow.
And then, Asher, the last thing you notice is another person flying, descending down from the clouds on white feathery wings. Another being emerges.
I need a minute. You got me fucked up.
It lands on top of the temple, and you're far away from it. You can't quite get a good look at it, but once it lands, you realize exactly who it is.
Cultist.
On top of the temple,
Janitor?
Yeah, that's the one.
you see Bravo von Helfrich.
Oh.
His right arm
Gross.
mechanical. He has gears whirling and a copper rod in his left arm. He holds it up into the air and calls forth a thunderbolt. It crashes through the top of the temple and strikes Zelina.
Oops.
Well, at least I didn't deserve it this time. It wasn't a misroll.
23 damage.
Man,
Cool.
I don't know if I have that much. I don't think I have that much points. Let me look.
Ouch.
Fate point?
Oh yeah, I think I do have some fate points. Hold on. I have one fate point. But let me see how much hit points I don't think I have enough. Hit points are on the
Second page.
second page.
Check your damage threshold first.
Well,
See
it's
how-
pretty high because hold on, let me go back to my
She
damage
just ages
threshold.
herself, so she's a
Yeah.
little higher than normal.
So my damage threshold is 4, and my
What's the last box? In
the
that
last box DT plus 18 is 26.
roll? Okay, so this would only put you at grievously wounded.
Okay.
And you have to resist with, hold on, actually I'll just use I forgot to have Bravo cast it, hold on. I forgot I can do this from his sheet, and I put it on his sheet for a reason.
That means your first damage threshold is 14.
Yes,
Right. Okay.
it goes 14, 20, 26.
Your
Or
crit
8,
fail.
14.
Ah, that would have been hilarious.
Okay, so yeah. You have to resist with coordination test or be knocked prone.
Okay.
Actually, do I have
Coordination. Just is it still standard?
I'm gonna re-roll this for an attempt at critical, so you can't resist.
Might miss though. That'll be hilarious.
That would be great.
Let's see. Is that the right one? Yeah, Huttenberg cast. Oh,
He failed, ladies and gentlemen.
he fails. So he tries to cast the thunderbolt at you, and actually he rolled a 6 on his chaos manifestation.
Oh, what does that mean?
Ooh.
Something weird happens apparently.
Yes, something bad to him though.
Something
Should
bad
be.
happens to him.
That's
Oh,
good. This will be
He
the second time
deserves
we
it.
kill him.
Got to check
I
out
know.
the thing.
Right?
You always have to do everything in triplicate, apparently. So
Yeah.
Apparently.
yeah.
Who knew? The headband gang would involve so much paperwork and triplicates.
Really, you gotta watch ourselves. You know, legal proceedings.
Yeah.
Always leave a
I
paper
know why
trail.
that wasn't supposed to happen that way.
Leave a
I forgot
paper
my
trail.
own scripting. Okay, we'll just leave it at that for the moment. And we'll go on to our next turn. He attempts to summon lightning, and it does not seem to have much of an effect. So the top of the temple does not come crashing in as it did before.
So am I still wounded?
No, you're not.
Oh,
because
yay.
I got greedy and tried. I forgot that he has Witchstone Essence. He's supposed to take it first so he doesn't have to roll. That's why.
It hasn't landed yet.
I knew I was
Dustin,
supposed to
so-
narrate that for a reason, and I forgot to take the Witchstone
Okay.
to declare his Witchstone Essence, so he'll do it next turn. But he does land on top of the temple. This will give Asher a chance to maybe do something about it. That brings
Oh, I'm going
us,
to do something about it.
this brings us to Wolfram. Wolfram, it's your turn.
Oh, baby. All right. So at this point, she's not dead. She's still doing her cast, right? Presumably. Is there anything else that seems to be
Oh,
missing
I just
from the
finished it. I just finished the cast.
Yeah, she just finished her casting.
ritual? So the ritual's done.
First
That part,
ritual's done.
the Light Eater, as far as you can tell, is currently contained inside of Dead Nadia.
Yeah, but she still has to do the final deed, right?
It's contained. What's she gonna do now?
Oh, I thought there was a sacrifice required here at some point that wasn't just this dead body.
No, that's Ivan being like, let's kill the girl.
Ivan wants to kill
okay.
the
Which is
girl,
great.
so that's apparently what's happening next.
Which,
Alright.
if you know, I don't know if people remember that she has apparently some bloodline thing, which
Yeah, it was a bloodline
it
destiny
stops
with the ghost thing.
the Light Eater thing. Well, no, that's why they wanted her specifically to stop the Light Eater.
I mean, that's what I thought I remembered,
And Dr.
but
Petronius, who is not a cultist, told us about it too. So
Totally a
just
cultist.
throwing that out
Mhm,
there.
mhm. The cultist, definitely
Yeah, that's why he knows about that.
All right, well, so Zelina is holding the book, I assume, right?
Selena has the book. Yep.
She's standing in a circle. She got told by Ravit, I think.
Ivan.
No,
That-
not,
No,
no, sorry.
somebody.
Ro-
Oh, it was
Ivan.
Chuck's character.
Robo
She got
Ivan.
told by the robot to go do the sacrifice, and then she looked at Wolfram and said, "Is this a sign?" And he goes, "Yes." And so that's what you remember.
Yep. So lightning bolt comes down on the ceiling.
Nope, I didn't have it. He failed his cast on my greed.
Yeah.
That's right. It just goes.
I'm gonna hold. So if for some reason Zelina doesn't go do it, I'm gonna take the book from her and go do it myself.
All right.
Hell yes.
Greta, you're back in time for your turn. Welcome back, Hope.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up.
You're
on what I
outside.
missed.
You saw Everest go get brutally beaten, and then an airship above you starts exploding, and it's gonna come hurling down to the ground and crush Treefell.
Cool. I'm gonna probably run after these guys beating up on Everest.
Okay, well they've already done killed him.
That's cool. I'll avenge him.
All right, so you're gonna.
They did
catch
yell that they acquired the asset, though. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, that's
maybe,
right.
Maybe that's what I'm going after then.
Get the asset. We can't let them have it.
Yeah.
Where did my Oh my goodness.
All right, so go after the first one. It's on a Hal Davidson motorcycle, but they stopped in order to beat Everest down. So you'll be able to catch up to him if you want to. Spend an AP to move over there.
Yes. Which one would have the asset? What doesn't matter? Maybe this one.
That we'll say that one does.
Okay.
One of them does. There's two of them there.
Okay. Then I am going to. Wolfram, what would happen if this thing burned? The asset?
I don't know.
It's a book.
Nobody knows. It's just my notes. It's just
It's
all
your
the
notes.
This book.
It's all the plans for the time machine, for the difference engine, for all
Of
that
our
stuff,
adventures.
plus an entire story of the adventures and a warning to myself, and all your guys' notes that you wanted me to
They
send.
were like, the asset's acquired. The future is secured.
So does that sound like something we want to happen?
Well, we already blew up the airship, so I don't think the future is quite so secure
Yeah.
anymore.
Wow, we're awful. Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
I am going to take my bandolier, pull out some rock gut, down it, and I'm going to use my rock gut spray on this guy.
All right, rock gut spray it is.
Burn the ass.
It's
Look
an
at
attack on
burn
your
bomb.
sheet if you look on your weapons section of your talents and trappings. I put
Yep.
rock gut spray on there.
Yep.
We can ignore the damage because its damage is done by D10s. So
Fire.
it is fiery +1. Other engaged must resist coordination or be set on fire. So come on, dice roll. That's a successful coordination.
Dang it. This has never worked for me.
So
That-
Rough.
yeah, critical will inflict 2d10. Yep. So you spew your little fire breath at it, and it just kind of whips out of the way. It is their turn. So you see the one with the book. The other one gets on the bike, and the one with the book turns and flips the book over to the other one like a football lateral, and it grabs the book and it takes off on its motorcycle back towards the pod.
Where's it gonna go from here?
This one circles back around and comes at Ravit.
No! None! Stop it!
With a charge attack and hits on 17. You have a parry, Ravit? You do, because you have lightning
Yeah,
reaction.
I got lightning
You got your free parry.
reflexes. Now let me get that parry button clicked. No!
Oh, that's no good. Fortune?
Yeah, but at this point, might as fucking well.
Might as well drive it into the ground.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's just. Yeah.
Okay, you parry it. So you turn around in time to see this golem on a Hal Davidson come charging at you, and it takes a swing at you, and you deflect it away as it goes past.
Wolfram is back!
Somehow all the way down there. Like I said, these things are not grouping together well at all. That's okay. The one over here, however, on Greta is going to have to turn and fight Greta. It's going to do a takedown maneuver first. And successfully, that resists with coordination, Greta, or you're going to get taken to the ground first.
Just standard coordination?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh. So
Down.
it
Spend it
takes
like
you to
there's
the
no
ground,
tomorrow.
and then it makes it. Are you going to fortune?
How much do we have? I can't see.
You got 4.
This is the last game. Just blow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, blow it all.
Yeah, but who knows what could be happening next? We might need it.
You want to take the takedown?
I'll just take the takedown.
Okay. And it makes its attack on you. Ooh, I'm going to spend a fortune, though, to redo that one. Where's that Treefell fortune at? We'll give them back one. That was a horrible attack, and she's prone. Caw! It goes to hit you, and
Well
just boom, in the dirt right next to your head. You must have fell
Nice.
gracefully. All right, well, that was...
Oh, that worked well.
that was
Gotta
a lot
love
of good.
free fortune points.
Let's see. These guys are going to have to make some very, very hard coordination rolls.
Or fall off the exploding Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Hope you brought enough lifeboats.
You take those arduous coordination rolls, Dad.
They successfully make it, and they realize they're still on a burning, falling monstrosity of a piece
We
of
made
equipment.
Oh no!
Plank Dr. Latronius leaps down and does kind of a landing roll and stands up, pulls his rapier, and he looks up as you see the ship, and you see your father, Antoine Baudelaire, looks down at Latronius and just gives him sort of a military salute as the captains decided to go down with the ship.
Okay.
Of course. Did Latronius just fall like 90 feet?
He
It
fell
was just
quite
like
a
no big
ways.
deal.
The ship has already come down quite a bit,
Oh,
so it was already on its way down from
90-foot drop is still pretty significant.
It is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fall from 20 feet.
We'll give him,
Yeah, same.
we'll give him some.
There's some curbs I don't want to jump off of.
Yeah.
He definitely takes some damage doing it.
There we go. Take that, Latronius.
He hits the ground with a thud, does a roll, comes up, pulls his weapon, starts to look around and assessing the situation.
You know, there's a change we could make. We could kill him since he didn't really die here the first time.
I'm all right
true.
with that.
Let's just start making changes. Let's just
Let's
murder
just make-
everyone in the temple.
Okay. And that'll bring us to top of the order.
I'm in the
Zelina.
janitor to clean all this up.
So back down here to Zelina. Zoom in a little bit. Zelina.
I'm gonna beeline for the girl.
Okay, so you head up there to the altar, and you got an angry undead skeleton guy standing there between you and him.
Oh, okay.
Why are we still sacrificing the girl?
Fun.
Because I was
Finality.
told that's the sign.
That's what we're supposed to do here.
Came all the way back in time to murder this girl.
Right.
Okay.
Said we do it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So,
It's not in the order we originally planned on.
is it possible to so I moved that one space. I can't fight this guy.
Oh, you need to get over there? Hold on a second.
I will
Yeah.
spend my action to prevent
Okay, can I?
if anything stopped her.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the grave robber's most certainly going to try to stop her.
Well, then I am going to perilous stunt him into the pavement.
Good.
All right.
Nice.
This magnificent bastard sizes him up, and he's going to throw the old okey doke stick at him.
This is what I need.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
He is immune.
Nice.
He is
Are you
immune, he
kidding me?
says.
He's undead.
Well, he's not immune to getting hit then. So
Right.
I will aim, and then I will jack him in the face with my weapon.
Yes.
You punch him in the face for your knockout punch, and he just looks at you.
No.
So when I do a aim, I get plus 10, is that right? So basically moves it up to like a routine.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Well, that's no good.
That's no good.
Just give him a hug, you're on fire. Be fine.
This
Wanna
seems
spend
pretty
fortune?
important. Yeah, I'm going to spend it. Let's take him out. Oh, come on, dice.
Nope,
It's like
not today.
fall over off of it.
So you hit him with your staff, and it doesn't seem to have any effect on him.
He's immune to everything.
Wait.
Just run past.
No, I have a turn. I think I have a turn undead.
It's back to Zelina's turn.
Yeah, it's your actual
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
I think I do. Hold on, let me check where's my
over here
character
now.
sheet? There. All right, let me look at my spells because I think, like I said, I have a turn undead thing.
You do have turn undead.
I do. I'm gonna
Page
do-
13.
I'm gonna.
It is on page 13.
I'm gonna turn undead. Person I can see. It's instant. Cast
Okay.
it.
Do it.
Okay. Well, wait. I forgot to ask what it was. If is it easy or not or whatever.
That's an incantation.
What is the
right?
level of spell? I think it's a lesser. If I'm
That's a good
thinking correctly.
question.
Let me pull it up in the grimoire real quick. Your custodian. Prayers of the custodian. I think it's under just custodian, if I remember right. Yep, here we go. Turn undead is lesser magic, so that makes it routine.
Routine. Okay, so she's gonna whip out her holy symbol, and then cast "Be gone, foul creature!" in the name of the custodian, and then submit.
Critical success.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
All of the
Custodian is with me.
skeletons and the grave robber go up in a palish blue flame.
Yes.
And you hear it yell, "No!"
Yes.
2d10 plus willpower.
Yes. Okay, so wait. Say that again.
2d10 plus your willpower bonus.
Okay.
And they're also going to be set on fire when you're done.
Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay, so 2d 10
Yep.
plus my willpower.
Your willpower bonus.
That's not my willpower. That's not with my willpower.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Oh, you did 2d12. Not 2d10.
Oh, whoops. Okay, let me do it again.
I want to just honor it anyway, but there we go. And your willpower bonus is like an 8 or something, isn't it?
It is. It is 5.
5. Ooh, that's a lot.
Did they get really fiery?
And they are set on fire. So
She's gonna take that as a complete sign from the custodian is with her. And she's gonna run to the altar. Can I move myself over the skelly?
Okay.
Or is he a flame? Because how's this work?
So with your crit success, you catch the gravedigger on fire, and you see that the other skeletons go up in flame as well.
Right.
Except for the one on the ground technically goes up in flame, because Meraki doesn't know this, but if she doesn't scatter their remains, they get back up the next turn.
Oh.
So it will officially end that one. That's why it doesn't have an X on it yet.
So I'm gonna get by the altar.
Yeah.
And do my sacrifice in the name of the custodian.
You cast a spell this round. You can't do the rest of the sacrifice.
Oh, I
next
can't.
Round.
Okay, but I can move.
You can move. Yep. So,
okay, that's all
so
I do.
You get up there to the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes us to Meraki. Meraki, the skeletons just burst into flames with what Zelina did.
Okay.
It's currently on fire.
And it's probably pretty obvious that it was Zelina, considering she was just chanting and screaming at the custodian. So
she's a witch.
And now Zelina looks like she's gonna kill the little girl.
Yeah, not so happy. Oh, that big thing is still there. I'm going to charge this guy.
Okay, you're going after the grave robber.
Yeah.
Take your charge attack.
Now the charge attack does what?
An extra d6.
Extra d6, okay. Now watch as my fire-hardened spear fails me yet again.
Nope, not this time.
Oh, it didn't.
You can roll the woodsman's axe, just see which one's better. You get to take both attacks as a slayer with bad axe. The first one is better by 1 point of damage, so...
then I add the d6?
Add your extra d6 now, yep, for the charge. That is a 5, 12, that'll be enough to slay him. When he goes down with Meraki's axe, she wields it down and takes the head of the grave robber clean off. Her weapons had been blessed by Zelina prior to coming into the temple. It was the only reason they worked. Wolfram's staff would not have done damage no matter how well he hit. But because her weapons were blessed by Zelina ahead of time, her axe cleaves right through, the same as Nigel's sword had been, and the grave robber goes up into the blue flame that was on him begins to turn pink like that of the Light Eater, and you see he crumbles to dust on the ground. And so do the other skeletons.
Lena is even more incensed now that this is more signs that the custodian is with her, and
It is now Meraki's turn. It's Nadia's turn. Nadia's dead. Nigel.
All right, so I am incapacitated, which means I can only run until I'm healed, right?
Yeah. You will fail at a skill test, so don't do anything that requires actual skill test.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like, hold the side of my head, and I'm gonna say, medic! Medic! My head! And I'm going to head this direction, because I thought we had help down here, but we don't.
you see the old man's down there fencing with an undead skeleton that's actually Evrysts' body.
Oh wait, that one didn't get nuked.
Oh yeah, it did. Sorry. Yes, that one would go away too. Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3.
So you see old man Jessup standing there.
Okay, and I'm like, I don't even recognize who he is at this point. I'm just like, help! Yeah, rang my bell.
Yeah, you have to wait till his turn to see what he does.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I will hold my actions then.
All right.
So walking was 1 point, so I've got 2 left.
All right then. So that brings us to Milton's done. The skeletons are done. The allies' turn. So after seeing the girl get ripped away, and seeing Zelina move up there to attempt a ritual to slay this girl, you see Alice runs up to the other side of the temple, brandishing her half of the necklace. Holding her half of the necklace up, just as she did during the fight with the ticks back in Treefell, she prepares Dispel Magic. Oh, let's spend a fortune point. We can't have that going on.
What is she dispelling?
Hoping to
And the
spell
Light
every
Eater's
ritual
back
before-
out!
Yeah.
Great.
She's about to get
I'm
checked.
back again.
Well, if the Light Eater just come back out, we'll just shove it into the little girl and save us
There you go.
a trip.
Light Eater Kool-Aid Man's out of Nadia.
She is actively dispelling whatever Zelina is attempting to try to do.
I thought all I have to do is kill the girl, so I don't know how she's going to dispel it because I'm not using magic.
You going
right
to
now.
attack her? Or are you going to do Or are you just going to do the incantation to ritually sacrifice her?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know what I needed to do. What
I
is
think
the books?
I think you have to do the incantation in order to properly do the
Yeah,
sacrifice.
because otherwise,
okay.
otherwise I could have just blasted her with the blunderbuss and called it a day.
I gotcha. Okay, so yeah, so that's what you're dispelling.
She's dispelling. She says, "You will not kill my grandchild."
Joke's on you!
Do I get to resist that, or do any? I mean, like,
You'll make a contested roll versus her
okay, with
on your turn when it's your turn
Oh, okay.
around again.
okay.
But you just got to get through the allies' turns to get back around. Jessup comes marching down. And he's going to try to run Zelina through with his rapier.
Does he just completely ignore me?
Yes, he just walks right past you, Nigel.
Right on.
Balls.
He came here to save his family.
Is this the dude without the leg?
No, the dude without the
No,
legs hanging over there in the
this is the
corner still. This is the old man. And he will strike.
Bastard.
Old man from scene 76.
Does he incur any attacks of opportunity from the rest of us?
No. He did not charge. If he would have charged at Zelina, then your reach weapon would have allowed you an opportunity to hit him. But not because of that. So he just walks right up there beside Wolfram and just takes his rapier and just tries to run Zelina through. And he rolled a 2, which is horrible. Horrible. Spend another 1 fortune points to make that a 6 and try this again. 6, 3 plus 4. 13 damage. Check your damage thresholds. Not enough to kill you, but enough to wound you. You're
Me?
muted. Yep, Zelina. He's attacking you.
How much? My damage threshold is pretty high still.
I thought we said 8 earlier.
Ye-
But I could be wrong. Which would make the
Doesn't she
second-
also have like Aegis on or something?
I have
that makes
Aegis.
her an 8.
So, what?
I'm pretty sure.
It's what peril threshold?
Not peril. This is damage.
Oh. Damage.
Yeah, it sounds like she has the same stats as I have.
Yep, 8, 14.
Oh,
So not enough
here
to
we
do
go.
2, just enough to do
Yeah.
1. So you take a sword to the back.
So I'm moderately wounded now.
Yep, and that's
Okay.
that's a D6 to check for injury. Does not. I will spend the other fortune to make it so.
Use it up on me. Use it now.
He has to stop you from killing his great granddaughter. This is only a moderate injury, so roll a D100, Zelina.
Wait, there we go. There we go. Roll.
A 4.
That's
That's
a
good.
D20.
Mercy, you suffer no injury.
Oops, wait, that's a D20. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, never mind.
That's
Yeah,
why.
try again.
Shh.
You almost got away with it, too. If it wasn't for you kids and your dog.
There.
64, that's
No,
good.
wait, it's still saying, wait, there it says at the bottom.
It's a
Rolling
D100. You did it right.
Okay. I'm confused.
A rattled brain.
I have
Until
a rattled brain.
recuperated, reduce your initiative by 3. So your
Okay.
initiative drops by 3. So you now go at the same time as Meraki, so nothing really changes any in the initiative
Yeah.
roster.
So,
So
where
that's...
do I change it? Just to.
Don't
okay,
worry
so
about it.
it's like a
We'll just
7.
keep the
Okay.
same order because it didn't affect anything.
Okay.
Oh, when you said rattled brain, I really thought that was going to be like, you can't cast spells.
I thought so.
I
That's
know.
when I read it too. I was like, "Oh man, how good would that be?"
Hey, we still got some dust. Be fine.
So that was the allies and enemies. So that takes us to the Huttenberg cast. Ivan, Chuck, you muted.
Myself. There we are. You can't hear me when I mute myself.
That's right. You can't.
This shithead who just stabbed the person we need to kill the little girl.
Yep.
I'll walk up to them. No, I won't. I'll just pull my pistol, aim, and put a shot in their head.
All right. Shoot the old man.
Please don't shoot me.
We'll see. So what is this? This is...
This is Ivan's speciality.
It is. Actually, I'm going to
He
adjust
specializes in
that
shooting through his target, hitting me. It's
a
great.
little bit. I'm going to use my take them down ability,
Oh.
and I'm going to disarm him with this shot. So I'll take aim for 1. Pop
Okay.
my shot. Here it is, and instead of damage, do we have any fortune left?
Oh, yeah.
no,
We just
yeah.
got topped off.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Oh, I got worse. No, I tried.
All right. You
did.
take a shot, and he instinctively kind of flinches, and in your pellets, the bullet just falls right past him and hits the temple wall there behind him.
A jerk. All right.
That'll bring
That's
us
what I got.
to Ravit. Back
Right.
outside.
There's another robot trying to murder me.
It's true.
Why don't you not let it do that by
Actually done a really good job.
stabbing it back? That sounds like a good plan.
Go for it.
Aiming, stab, I guess. So, yeet.
Ravita's in a great position at the moment. Look at that. She's got him nearly surrounded.
I did it.
You hit for 8. Would you like
I
to
did.
explode some damage?
He's not even injured a little bit. Not even a little bit. And this is not the guy with the book, right? That one drove past, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I can't do much about that right now. We have fortune, I guess. Sure, why not?
Okay, so you can make that a 6. So you rolled a 3. So that puts that currently at 11 plus a new d6. Oh, another
How about-
6. Roll it again.
More
Hell yeah.
D6s. How about
Okay. So 11,
that.
17, 20. Yikes.
Oh, I'm over Ravit.
take that, you robots? I know how you work.
And because it's all weird, I gotta ungroup it.
Yeah.
Ungroup.
That's fine.
I'm tired of messing with you anyway. Alright, so it puts it 3 levels down. So that's
I will use
2.
your body to shove the souls of my friends inside of them if I need to.
You hit it real good. and you knock it off its bike, and its bike goes flailing off this way
Good.
before it falls over.
And there's no robot injuries.
No, it doesn't
No,
suffer
alright.
actual injuries.
Figured.
So that brings us to Asher. Asher.
So, Dustin, I have a very important question.
Yes.
Is this elf here with the buzz cut? Is that Helfric?
Which one?
The one down here by the temple, on top of the temple?
That's Bravo von Helfrich.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
The
he is
Maester.
within movement 2 of me.
Yes. That's a charge.
I would like to charge him with my
Charge him.
military lance from the heavens.
Yes!
Okay.
Go
for
Oh
it.
my
Great.
gosh.
Attaboy. Finally get to use it. Kill him again.
So
Throw
I'm
him
going to
off the
come
roof.
swooping down from the sky like an angel of devastation.
Okay.
Full of devastation.
I like it.
We will call him Saint Asher.
Let's see that attack.
Saint Asher.
You
That's a hit.
You did
Ooh.
minimum damage at 7. Would you like to spend some fortune to make that otherwise? Well, you should probably let me parry first.
That's true. Yes.
Oh, that's a successful parry.
Oh.
You
Boo.
come swooping down with your lance, and he takes that court sword and he just bats it aside.
Rude.
Oh.
Boo.
I will taste your blood, mortal.
That was a fun
Nobody
round, though.
likes this
That
guy.
was really cool. I was really hoping for you there, to be honest. But
I appreciate that.
Bravo is a pain in the ass like that, though.
Don't worry, I got a mortuary sword. I'll leave him out.
Oh, you can't be disrupting that like that.
Okay, so we got sword guy and lady casting a disruption spell. Does it look like she's still incanting, like she's actively like fucking with the spell, or does it look like she's done and whatever that effect was has already happened?
It looks like she's channeling power.
She is channeling. Well, that is my moment to settle this. By God, she's got a noggin that'll be hit. I aim, and I go for the perilous stunt.
The athletics roll on her.
Magnificent bastard.
This magnificent bastard
Misses.
re-rolls.
Of course he does.
Down, lady.
Yeah!
Yes!
So you walk up there and you knock her out. She hits the ground. So we'll just knock her out
And
there.
then I will take a regular old swing on the sword guy.
Oh. Okay.
You just
And
kill the caster
missed.
lady.
I could have killed her, but I assume this spell is already
The
done.
knockout's faster, honestly.
You missed him. You want to re-roll?
How many we got? We're down to 3.
3.
Who do we got left on our side that still needs to go this round? Everyone's already
Greta.
gone, right? Oh, Greta needs to go still. She's not going to use 3 of them. I'll use 1.
All right.
At least I hope she's not going to use 3 of them somehow. That would be... There we go.
Yay.
All right. So do some damage.
All right. Apparently, I didn't roll the actual weapon. I
Yeah,
rolled
you could use the weapon,
set.
but a D6 plus your combat mod
Yeah, that's right. No, this is a staff. So
or
this is
brawn.
a
Your brawn bonus. That's right.
brawn, yeah.
Because she's in a
So-
stick.
Just click your staff and use damage from that.
So D6 plus brawn.
Yep.
Right.
Plus an additional one because you wield it two-handed from your dwarven
Alright.
fighting style.
No, that didn't work. Come on, thing. 11 then.
11 to him.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a level of damage. He's
We're
like,
running out of time.
all right. So that was Wolfram. Greta.
Okay. I'm in a takedown, yeah?
All right. Do your takedown. Coordination.
No, I'm on the ground, aren't I?
Oh, yes. That's right. You are. Yes. You have to spend 1 to stand up.
Okay. And I'll spend 1 to stand up, and then I'd like to try and stab this guy with my stiletto.
All right.
So I'll take 1 to aim and attack.
All right. Leaving nothing for defense. So make it a routine attack. You hit 8 damage.
Whew.
Would you like to spend more fortune? You want to explode some damage?
How is it just a reroll or is it?
No, it makes your initial die a 6 and then you reroll a new one. So it increases your damage by 3 and then a new 6.
Okay, yes. So roll a d6.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. I always do that. Don't do it again. Dang it.
Okay, so that's an 11 plus 2 is 15. That's 2 levels of damage on it. You can roll 1d6 to check for. Oh no, these are golems. They don't get injuries. My bad. So you take a chunk out of Jeannie, as you've come to know her, and that'll take us to the enemy's turn. So this golem's going to take its attack at you, and it hits. You don't have anything for parry. Are you serious? I guess I'll use the Treefell fortune to explode damage. Makes that a 6 plus another 6 plus 3. So it's 12, 15 plus 4 is 19 damage from this attack. Greta.
How much?
19.
Well, I'm fine.
I like to hear that.
So if it matches one of my thresholds, what does that mean?
It doesn't go over that one. It has to surpass it to do another level. So okay, how many did it surpass? How many of those boxes?
Just 2.
Just 2. So you take 2 health levels of damage. You started at lightly wounded, I believe, right?
Yep, so I'm seriously wounded.
So you're seriously wounded. So that is 2d6 to check for injury. No injuries, and I don't have any fortune from Treefell to inflict one on you, so that is it for the moment. These up here, the one on Revit is going to have to take its attacks. Oh, that's a critical fail.
Ah, you stupid robots.
It takes peril.
That's what I'm talking about.
It takes a level of peril from its critical fail. And it will... what's it going to do? I think it's going to attempt a... I think it's just going to attempt a takedown maneuver on Revit.
Alright.
For being stubborn. Oh, it failed at that too. Yeah, I don't have any Treefell to reroll with.
You are an awful robot, Genie.
Yeah, she's not.
We've killed you twice before. We'll do it again. And again, and as many times as it takes.
You see Plague Dr. Latronius make his way towards the pod and get in as well.
Hmm.
And that'll take us to...
over there. Need another barrel bomb. See, that's the other way to load it up. Right. Put it in there and then send the pod back up.
Yeah.
That's Star style. Yeah.
I don't like where that pod's going.
Use the pod though. Yeah. Same.
All right. So
Hard same.
That takes us to top of the order to Zelina. So back here to the temple. Zelina. I'm just gonna get this dead grave robber out of the way here. We're just gonna.
Can I destroy the girl yet?
You can't. There is nothing stopping you at the moment.
All right, I'm gonna do my
It is an incantation roll.
Okay.
And
sacrifice the girl. Banish the light eater.
Do you have any more drugs?
Oh yeah, we got 2 doses on us. Yeah.
If you sacrifice this girl with an incantation, you will be able to banish the light eater back to the abyss.
Okay.
Yes, do that.
And you really gotta banish the girl.
Incantation. Hold on.
More drugs.
Skills and attributes. I'm looking for incantation. Yep, there it is. All right, and is it easy?
Nice try.
It's hard.
Oh, okay. Can I huff the stuff? I still have a bottle of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You take one, you huff it.
I get some more chaos or whatever.
More corruption.
So you take
Welcome
your
to the
corruption.
Yep.
Another 9.
It's 27, right?
Yeah, that's about what I had last time we played. Last week. Last session. I got about that much.
You didn't have to roll. You huffed the stuff. It's a critical success.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You critically
Huffing.
banished the Light Eater.
Holy
We changed something,
All right.
guys!
We did it!
We did it!
Bravo von Helfrich will this time inhale his Witchstone essence, and this time raise his thing to summon lightning, and this time he will strike Zelina with the Thunderbolt.
It's too late! We already
late.
It
banished
is too
him.
late.
Oh!
It is too late. But he does it anyway.
Yeah.
You
I'll
just
go
got
to my
Doc Brown.
maker again. But at least I'm not gonna be
So it's only 18 this time.
Controlled.
It's not quite as much. It's only 18 this time.
okay, let me see what my damage and stuff was.
And you're knocked prone.
Okay. So where is it? Skills. Nope.
We'll just take the Light Eater off of here.
So my damage threshold, do you need that?
Yeah, I need
Or-
to know how many levels it does to you.
So it's a 13, so it does
No.
8.
It's 5 more. He's got a +5 for his willpower.
Oh,
bonus,
so
it's 18.
14. So it'd be 14 plus, or what? 14 is the next, so that'd be So it's under 20, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 14. And I have a damage modifier of 4.
Let me look at your sheet. That'll be easier.
Yeah.
8, 14, 22 levels.
Probably slain.
No, that's not enough to slay you. 2 levels.
Oh no,
No. You didn't
It
have
is-
any other injuries going into this, right? I didn't put anything else on
just
your sheet,
rattle
did I?
brain. Just rattle brain.
Yeah, just rattled brain. But that is just your initiative. That doesn't hurt you any.
Oh, okay.
No big deal. Just a little rattled brain.
Yeah, I would.
You're still
we've all
marked
been
it
there.
grievously wounded from.
And-
You didn't have any injuries going into this fight, so
Oh, yeah. Then
you're just down.
then
to
it should just be.
It puts you moderately wounded. So
Yeah.
I do have to check for injuries, and I've got Huttenberg to spin, so we're going to.
Sorry, guys.
Bad.
Your part in this story is over.
You did it. Congrats. Good
I
good
will
job,
spin
teamwork.
one from the
We did
Huttenberg.
get
We
what
are
we needed.
accepting interns.
If anyone survives, we'll take applications.
Yes.
And whenever you suffer an injury from this spell, and it says it specifically in the writing on it, you don't get an injury, you're instead left incapacitated.
Okay.
So the bolt strikes you just as it did before,
Mm.
but you have already stabbed with your stiletto down into the girl. Bravo von Helfrich was too late. His lightning comes just a moment too late as Asher interrupts his cast, just enough that he doesn't get the spell off in time. It still strikes Zelina, leaving her incapacitated, just as it did before, as she's
Dead.
laid out on the ground. As she stabs into the girl, those of you who are familiar feel the rift of paradox sweep through the hall.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
Zelina's hand melds again, just as it did before, to her bone stiletto, forming the club-like gift of brutality. The stiletto and her hand are now one, and she lays on the ground with her Lichtenberg scar, just as she had before, looking exactly now, only not dead, without a slit throat, the way she did when you saw her in the cultist temple.
Weird.
Nadia lays there dead on the ground, no longer inhabiting the Light Eater. The rest of you, who are hit by the wave of paradox, it does not affect Nigel. It does not affect Meraki. But those of you, the rest of you,
Wah, wah, wah.
begin to feel your feet get heavy.
Yeah.
You look down and you see that when you go to move your foot, it breaks off, leaving
Oh
just
my
a
God.
stub. Your foot that remains fixed to the floor is made of pure witch stone.
Whoa.
Slowly, with every move you make, another piece of your body solidifies. Asher, you fall from the sky as your wings start to solidify into witch stone.
Oh no, I shattered.
Slowly but surely, each member of the displaced cast from the future.
Is this happening to him too? Plague Doctor Bravo von Helfrich? Because he traveled through time.
You do.
Maybe.
You see as well that Bravo von Helfrich is
Good.
also...
I feel a lot better about Wolfram's
me
book
too.
in that capsule
we're
now.
good in that case.
We're good.
You
This
see
could
it
be a
all
Witchstone
begins
book.
to... All of them, the time-displaced people, begin to turn to Witchstone. Revit outside, you see the pod hums as the wave of paradox rushes towards it. And with Plague Dr. Latronius and Mr. Boswell inside, it blinks back through a temporal rift, back into the Lina.
Bastard.
You see your father's ship, the last thing you see before the rest of your body turns to Witchstone and you crumble.
Wow.
Is your father's ship go down into the town of Treefell. The trees get blasted back, turning to ironwood almost immediately. All the pink flames are put out by the new blast from the weight of this gigantic zeppelin crashing down onto Treefell. Nigel, you crawl your way outside the temple. Unlike the first time, there's no Light Eater this time waiting for you.
Ooh.
So I just lay back on the steps and I look at the sky and I look around to see if there's anybody around that who could possibly render medical aid. And when I see that there's
That's right.
very few people around at all, I just pass unconscious on the steps until I recover naturally, I guess.
The robot body that was Ivan looks like it powers down.
Well,
Good work, Team Erasered.
we did it.
We did what we set out to do. We
We
killed the girl
succeeded.
and stopped both demons.
You look
Hey,
over
we
in the
killed
corner.
Bravo and Hunt twice.
And Meraki just looks around confused.
You stand there confused, Meraki, unsure of what just happened, but all these strange people just shattered into weird, strange glass, green-like glass material. Their bodies are just laying around everywhere, in pieces, like broken statues.
Yeah, so Meraki's not the smartest and not the best at, putting two and two together. So I'm just gonna pick up Zelina's body and leave.
Okay.
She's still conscious. She's just incapacitated. Oh no, she's incapacitated, so that means I'm not conscious, right?
Right. Like, I know you're not dead.
Right.
So,
Okay.
You walk out of the temple with Zelina's body. You look back and you see Margaret Stauncy, the mother of the child. She's
shit.
laying there. The paradox effects and being so close to the magic has fused her legs together like that of a mermaid.
oh, whoa.
She lays crawling across the floor, flapping.
Ah!
Lawrence Stauncy laying there, unable to get himself up from where his leg is missing, just kind of grabs hold of her and just cradles her there as they mourn for their lost daughter.
That's
Cursing
crazy.
obscenities at the whole lot of you as you leave the temple.
Wow.
Our
Alright, well
work
done.
here is done.
You see Meraki comes out past you because you're wounded, carrying Zelina. She's been
Yeah.
struck by lightning.
I can't move Zelina, so.
She's
I-
incapacitated but alive.
I feebly kind of wave at her and kind of make a motion towards my head and then kind of go back into semi-unconsciousness again.
Meraki, what do you do?
I mean, I don't have any medical supplies.
I do.
Well, I guess I put Zelina down and start going through his stuff to
You
see what he's got.
You find some tinctures that have to be injected.
Oh, that'll be fun. I inject him, but I'm definitely not.
It's a stabbing maneuver. You feel comfortable with this part.
Yes.
It is, however, a heal check.
It probably hurts more than it needs to.
It's only a minor injury, so it's done at routine. It is a routine heal check, but because you don't have a dot and heal, you're flipped to fail.
Okay, where is heal? There it is.
Critical fail. So everyone's laughing, but they're muted, so you can't hear all the laughing from everybody who just realized that she critically failed her attempt to heal Nigel's his contusion with the tincture. So
I'm just glad it's not us, honestly.
Joel,
can I spend a fortune point?
No, because it's a critical.
To try?
It's a critical fail. You can't fortune out of critical fails.
Oh,
Well, crap.
So you go you inject him in his brain because he has a concussion. So you
That's
inject
right.
him in his brain with a needle, and
my
Nigel
God.
goes unconscious.
Right.
I mean, he pointed to his brain, right?
Yeah, no, he was right. That's where you had to put it.
Makes perfect sense.
So you just
The
leave it in
Slayer
there.
slays again.
Kind of afraid to take it out because you're a dunderhead. You have the drawback dunderhead.
I do.
So
I almost got that from a stiletto to the brain.
That's
That was
right.
this close.
Yeah, no, I've had it the whole time.
She rolled that at character creation. So
Oh.
And now you have favored enemy friend.
Yes.
Favorite enemy target of heal checks.
so Meraki, you believe you've killed Nigel, and you take
Oh,
your
crap.
friend Zelina, and you exit the temple, heading back towards Huttenberg. Just as you did only the first time when you exited the temple, you had exited with the girl, but this time you leave with Zelina instead, and leave the girl dead behind.
Whoa.
Nigel?
Yeah.
You don't know how long you laid here
I'm a helper.
before somebody pulls the syringe out of your head.
All right.
You're looking up at an elf with long black hair. Court sword hangs at his side. He's standing there next to a slender man with a rat-like sort of nose, kind of a long, pointy, weaselly nose, with a hat on. And you hear him say, "Mr. Boswell, take note of everything that's here. When we return to Huttenberg, we'll send forth groups, do an excavation here. We'll tell the world it was a meteor strike. I want all of this brought to the Academy at once. And that is where we will end Horror in Huttenberg. As a younger Maester Bravo von Helfrich finds a nearly incapacitated and dead Nigel, bringing him back up to his feet to wander off back to Fromsburg, or wherever Nigel may decide he would like to go. Where would Nigel go after this? Would he go back to Fromsburg again?
Oh, hell no, he's not going back to Fromsburg. He might not even go back to Huttenberg. He might just go over to, what's the next adjacent town?
Straight to Valandria, to the capital?
Something, yeah. Somewhere where he feels like he might be
He's
safe
not going to
in
get
a
stabbed
large...
by Meraki again.
Well, that's the least of his concerns. He just wants to hide in a large population where the demons won't come.
Then Valandria is where he would
It
head to.
won't.
That's the next largest city nearby. So Nigel, you'll begin your long trek to Valandria, having walked away. At least you're not a Fell Knight this time.
Exactly.
So,
see, we made everything better.
We did.
Yeah,
And I mean, technically,
Zelina's
the
still
headband
alive.
gang is still out there.
so
it's true.
what that
But
means
March-
for us is that the Headband Gang is currently plotting, within a few days from now,
Mm-hmm.
to steal the Witchstone caches.
To go back in time 10
That is literally
years.
their own bodies that they will then use to fashion
Oh, wow.
all sorts of
That's great.
shit
No,
out of
no,
Witchstone.
nope, nope.
Which means that Zelina and
so
you guys
messed
just
up,
snorted your
Dustin.
own dead bodies in order to
However,
successfully cast these
We won't
spells.
burn down Huttenberg with demons this time.
You know, that
Because the
explains why the
demons are
Witchstone
gone.
gave us so much corruption each time we sniffed it.
It
Yeah.
explains a
Ah.
lot,
We've been
doesn't it?
sniffing ourselves.
Snorting our own ashes.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like that's more sanitary somehow. You know, I
Yeah,
know
it feels
I know where
better.
I've been.
Also,
Crazy.
Wolfram, that means you're an intern again.
God damn it!
But we don't have to face demons. Just time travel 10 years back.
So, back in Huttenberg. As what we'll say to make this easier on poor Nigel, that Mr. Boswell and Bravo von Helfrich will offer him passage in their circle back to Huttenberg. You see he draws on the ground a circle and asks you if you'd like to step inside. He'll take you back to Huttenberg.
At this point, Nigel's just not really putting up a fight. He's just saying, all right.
And you step back in, and there's like a crackle of lightning, and then you find yourself standing inside of a tower at the Academy for Natural Philosophy in Huttenberg. You've seen this tower before from the outside. You've never seen it from the inside, but you end up back there, and then he'll have people there show you out.
Okay. I'll shake his hand and say, I've got some affairs that I need to attend to. I've got a shop downtown. It's going to take me a while to close it up and sell it. If you need any help between now and then, let me know. Definitely owe you a favor for getting me out of there.
I'm sure we'll think of something. And he lets you go.
Right on.
In the meantime, as Nigel walks out unsuspectingly, he doesn't pay any mind to it, as scurrying across his path is a small rat. A small rat displaced from time, far enough away from the paradox blast.
Oh, shit.
The small rat slips down into the sewers, makes its way over to Warehouse 51.
Oh my god.
Where it becomes its own grandfather.
Where
The rat's name was Fry.
Where it finds some strange ooze and goo. Sniffing it, it takes a lick. Very similar stuff to what it had been fed one time before. And it begins to warp and mutate quickly, becoming the first of the Skurzak.
Whiskers, I'm so proud of you.
And then it scurries back down into the sewers below, taking a couple pieces of cloth that it puts on as a hood and a small cloak.
We invented the Skaven.
Yes!
We did.
I accomplished so many things.
Guys, we're the worst thing that's ever happened to the land.
The best thing.
It's also the rat that Greta had chased down in the sewers many years later.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
And so, as far as you know, this will go on. The only things that will exist further from this point will be the birth of the Skurzak and Wolfram's book, which eventually will now make its way back through time to the point where Vigilantes of Valandria will begin, where it will fall back into the hands of an elderly jester named Hagen, where he will use his knowledge of what has happened as a vigilante, having come from Treefell, having been through everything up to this point, but he is too old to do what must be done on its own. This book of Wolfram's details how the Emperor has planned to use golem technology in order to go from being Emperor Hans III to Emperor Hans the Last, an eternal monarchy under his iron fist as a golem. And Hagen, as much as he once loved the Emperor, cannot let this stand. As the manifesto of Wolf and Ram will lead way to an era of vigilantes, but without the Light Eater in the way, so will all the witch stone that was created from the bodies of this poor group of ragtag, criminals, shall give Huttenberg a new economic boom, and Treefell a new economic boom unlike anything it has seen since the time of the war against the orcs and the siege. Ironwood, mithril, these metals that are unknown even to you in Huttenberg now, will be used to create even more fantastic things. The world of Valandria is about to be transformed forever, perhaps for the better.
You're welcome, world. Headband gang.
What can I say? You're welcome, man.
It's the least we could
Yeah,
do. Literally,
great.
just about the least amount of effort we could have
Yeah,
put into
yeah.
this.
When the
Yeah, we
first
just
excavations come back, Nadia's body is recovered. The plague doctor mask still fixed to her face. Just as the first time around, she is returned, believed to be Plague Doctor Latronius, as the identity of all plague doctors are kept secret, where she is heralded by a trip from the Emperor, this time unencumbered by a light eater in a siege. The festivities go off as planned. The augur of Huttenberg, Mercutio de Silva, conducts the funeral rite with a cultist somewhat healed from her injuries, standing there by his side. And Nadia gets buried as a hero, although nobody will ever know her name.
Sounds about right.
And from there on, much of the rest of everything else will go as it sort of did. You'll have Alexei Arkwright and Hal Davidson will once again meet with the headband gang, having stolen the witch stone. It'll be used to help try to thwart the current Maester Barbara von Helfrich's plan.
Man.
And
You're
then
pretty
any
good at
other
that.
changes, you'll have to wait until Vigilantes of Valandria begins in about 4 or 5 months. Where
Wow.
I've begun writing on exactly what that world's going to look like based on what I thought and believed would go down at the end of this game. So, just for full disclosure, I really thought Asher would take one of the bikes
Ah,
and
I thought about it.
use his barnstormeriness. Or I also kind of thought at some point that they might roll the barrel bomb into the pod and return it to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
If you had taken time to explore on the ship, you could have found the secret minimap.
Oh.
That would have found a warped and
Hal
twisted
Alexei.
Alexei Arkwright and Hal Davidson, who had suffered mutations during the initial Light Eater attack. When the difference engine sent you back in through, the paradox had warped them both. And they had since been recruited by the Emperor to man these Zeppelins that they were being forced to create and use. So this is only one of many Zeppelins that are now out there in the world in the future. And these two are manning the actual
In
cockpit
that
of the ship.
timeline.
I kind of thought at some point or another that you guys might actually have to wheel the barrel bomb up into there to blow the ship up, but I liked Asher's idea a lot better once he did it. I don't know why I didn't think of that before when I gave him wings, that they'll clearly just fly up there.
Just
But
the direct method. That's the headband gang way.
so I put
Out
a
of the
little
most
difference engine
convoluted.
on here. It's been miniaturized because
nuance.
it's in the future, so it doesn't have to be nearly as big. So that's what they use to teleport through time. They have difference engines actually on board the ships now. So
Nice.
So those are all things that will appear again in Vigilantes of Valandria, which is going to be a superhero-based Zweihander game.
oh.
And I'm going to be finding 4 people who are going to be playing in it, and they will bring down the last bit, and it's currently just staged to be an assassination attempt on the Emperor.
How fun.
At some
That
point
sounds
in the
like a good
future,
time.
the
Some point in the
headband
future.
gang's gonna see Wolfram's book and be like,
Oh, don't worry. There is
Nope.
completely
Paradox will
going
rip
to
us
be
apart.
a headband gang faction in Valandria at the time.
Yes!
Like, they're going to be there. Don't you worry.
oh,
Like,
we do
the,
so
the
well.
headband gang will live on. They'll live by Ivan's rules of the road because they appear in Wolfram's book. So they will live by those sets of rules, but they're going to be kind
Somehow,
of...
they're gonna be the Foot Clan, right?
Yes, they're kind of like the Foot Clan. And I was
a
half
bunch of
tempted.
kids.
I was half tempted I might do it yet to have that first Skizrik find 4 turtles and become like Master
Yes.
Splinter down in the sewers.
And they
So-
would all have headbands.
That's right. All their headbands.
because he knew Ravit, because we were
Because
like
he saw the
a
headband
spuds.
gang. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. It may all still tie together yet.
He
So
watched his master doing martial arts from his cage.
I would like to just take a moment to thank my Terra and Treefell cast for taking time to come back today and reprise their roles to get
It was
probably
fun.
for them a much better ending than they got the first time when everything went to just
Yeah.
complete hell in a handbasket. It
And
was
drugs. It makes everything better.
Everything.
Everything.
It took me a long while to figure out how I wanted to try to bring this thing to a close, and I was like, the only way I could really do this is if the headband gang turns to Witchstone by the time it's all done. If they actually change anything, they'll just
They
become the
actually
Witchstone.
change anything.
If they actually change
actually
anything, they'll
succeed.
become the Witchstone. Like, and I realized I was like, the only thing that could possibly make sense is that people from the future come back to secure what they need in order for that future to continue to exist. So I hope everybody had fun.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
We're going to
totally.
take one more turn here to do some outros, and then I've got special credits I put together for the show today. So I'll do the outro, and I'll get together with the Huttenberg cast, because we don't have time tonight to do post-game wrap-up show. And it'll be a couple of weeks before I have another Sunday free to meet with you. So I'll get you guys a date where we will try to get back together just to talk about the plot, the game. It's most of your first time playing Zweihander. And we will see how you guys feel about it, and what you guys would like to do, how you enjoyed it, all those sorts of things. So it's been a blast. I've had fun with it. And Chuck, why don't you start us with those outros?
You said me?
Yep.
Oh, man.
You go first, you know that.
I know that. Hey, Chuck, Defenders of Cobalt, twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt. We stream all sorts of stuff like Mutineer Zero, Spectaculars, DC, I don't know, just all sorts of crap. You can find us. We got zines out there you can buy. Dan Dies in the End. You can find it on Drive-Thru RPG. Saturdays, you can find me either on Goodman Games Official or Free League Publishing. That's what we got. Find me on Twitter at Cobalt Defenders. We got cool shit that you need to check out.
All right. Jeff?
All right. Well, I am Jeff from Tabletop to Keyboard with Dustin. And you'll find me here most days of the week. As you can see down in the panels below, we have a lot of shows. The next one that you're going to be able to see is our episode of the Wisdom Check, which we'll have Turk on next time.
That's right.
Repeat guest from about a year ago. And if you want to catch all of our previous stuff, there's YouTube there. You can find a lot of our past content, including all the episodes of this show. And also there's a Discord link, so go check that out. And last plug, check out the art of David Lee Pancake. Make sure you go check out See the Dragons. He's got some new stuff pumping out right now, actually. He's talking about doing a DM screen with interchangeable art pieces that can go onto it, like a dice tower and a dragon coming out of it,
that'd be
pieces, and you can put your own stuff inside of it. It's going to be awesome.
That's cool.
Sounds cool as hell.
Lindy.
Hi, I'm Lindy. You can find me online at Laugh Love Lindy. This was super duper fun. First time playing Zweihander. I loved Ravit, and there was a lot of chaos that she feels mildly personally responsible for, and I'm very proud of that. Man, just destroyed Treefell with a bottle bomb with Asher. Oh, good times. Just so many little made the first rat person because I was like, nah, Whiskers is coming back in time with us. I loved it. It's fantastic. You can find a lot of D&D and other systems on my channel. We're starting a mini Kids on Rooms campaign starting tomorrow on Monday night. We're taking a break from D&D campaign because of family things with with our regular DM. And it's going to be chaos because we're attending university in Florida and we could be whatever we wanted. So if you want hilarity and chaos, much akin to this, maybe less death, maybe, not sure yet. Check that out. Ravenloft on Tuesday, and some Cypher System on Friday. It's fun stuff.
All right. Alex.
Yeah, I'm Alex with the Untold Stories Project, and I'm the author of the Titan City Chronicles. You can find me on Monday nights playing our Werewolf, the Apocalypse game, Born of Rage, and I run a Mutants and Masterminds game every Tuesday night set in the universe of my novels. Also, this Friday, we have a special stream with Lindy on it. We're going to be playing an Avengers scenario called MODOK's Family Reunion. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. And you'll be able to see me in 2 weeks at the virtual convention Yukon. I still have spots open if anybody wants to come and play absolutely free online with me. I'll be doing Suicide Squad, Fallout, Guardians of the Galaxy, some horror stuff, all kinds of stuff. So come check it out if that's something you're interested in.
All right, Hope.
Hi guys, I'm Hope Lavelle. You can find me on Twitter at the Hope Lavelle. You can watch me play some D&D with D&D Beyond on their Twitch channel on Tuesday evenings. You can also listen to me play D&D on Attackers of Opportunity, wherever podcasts are found. And I just want to say thank you so much. This was super fun, and I have fallen in love with Zweihander now.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah.
All right. Nathan, just say bye to the crowd.
Yep, bye. Thank you very much for having me out. This is a good time.
All right. Thanks for taking time to come back on short notice. Everyone had about 2 weeks notice on this because, that's when the last game was. Scotty?
Sorry you died.
Hey. Hey, thanks for having me back. And if I could just add another plug, seriously, go check out the previous episodes from the first chapter of this campaign. Dustin put a lot of effort into bringing a lot of Easter eggs into this finale, and you truly appreciate it. You got to go back and see where they came from. Really good stuff. That's it. Thanks. Catch you guys later.
Princess, you want to say bye to everyone? They can't see you, but you can still say bye.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite back. It was nice to bring back Meraki for the finale that I unfortunately wasn't able to be here for the last time. And yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
We'll plug her husband's stuff. Crimson Blades does a lot of streaming. If you haven't followed him, you should. He's in our chat all the time. You'll find him around. So.
Can we just take a minute to say thank you to Dustin for running such an awesome finale? That was...
Yes.
My mind is blown.
And
he was like, all right, they're going to time travel and fuck up my story, but I'm going to find a way to make everything inevitable.
Everything.
And it was natural. And
you know why
you
should know it's inevitable?
Beautiful.
Because Jeff will tell you, I hate time travel plots. That's why. Sure. I just let you think you were traveling time and doing things. Shoshi?
But it wasn't forced. It felt like it was a natural consequence of our actions.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
Well played. Yeah.
Shoshi?
Yeah, you can find me on all my social media at Shoshi's Minis, and if you like painting miniatures, you want to paint one for your D&D campaign, I can teach you how. So, at Shoshi's Minis.
Truly amazing stuff too.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
World class.
Unbelievable.
This is just a little bit of my paint.
Oh dang.
Yeah. If you have not seen Shoshi's Minis, they are amazing. It's
go to
probably
Instagram.com/Shoshi's Minis if you want to see it right away.
Do that right now.
Yeah,
go check it out.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, there was an episode I saw where you were doing flesh tones, which is nearly impossible, and it's unbelievably good.
There's a steampunk kind of bust that you did. That was the first one that I saw you really nailing skin tones, and it looked like that from arm's length. It looked like it could have been a photograph of a person. It was insane.
So
these are incredible.
Shoshi, Scott, and Jeff and me were all part of the same LARP group for Vampire.
Yeah.
And I have role played and played with Shosh forever, and I did not realize she had that level of talent until long after we had quit playing together. Somebody told me I started. I was like, "What? I had no idea Shosh painted like that. I had no clue." So it was a pleasant surprise to find out that she does all this stuff. She streams it on Twitch. You can watch her do some of it live. It's absolutely amazing stuff.
Holy cow.
Jeff's dad is doing a sculpt of our D&D characters. Yeah. And there's a part of me that's I'm so ready to have Bowrin. And then a part of me's I want to afford Shoshi to paint it. I want to tell Dave, don't paint it. I want to give it to Shosh. But at the same time, I'm it's already
I still
just
have plans to do a collab with David Lee Pancakes.
Oh,
so
I would love to see you paint some of his sculpt, because Dave's a fantastic painter.
Definitely.
Don't get me wrong. He does
Bug
amazing
him about
work
it
too.
again.
But I just would have to make Shosh do it. But it's absolutely fantastic. I'm surrounded with all these talented people, and for the longest time I had no idea just how talented they were. So it's been fantastic to get to have you come back and play. And again, thank you guys for taking time on short notice to come back and reprise your characters and redo what was maybe the most botched up ending to a game I've ever run. Ever. 11 critical fails. You guys literally tried to buy success and couldn't. Georgie tried to buy success and it just got worse. So again, thank you all for being some fantastic players, for making Horde and Huttenberg a fantastically fun campaign to run. I've got a lot of work ahead of me on GM prep every other Wednesday, 10 p.m., where I'll be writing Vigilantes of Elandria.
I can watch that now.
And you can come watch it now and help me decide things and help me figure out what's going to stay, what's going to go, and what kind of legacy both of these casts are going to leave going into the third and final installment. Eventually, all of these campaigns will be story path modules for the Zweihander community that'll be up on Drive-Thru RPG. And so I have a second playtest group that's off stream that's running through Terra and Treefell, and they're almost done. Then I'll be moving them into Horror and Huttenberg, and we'll see how it goes. And so that'll be
I want to
a
hear
fun
how
travel.
drastically different it is than the headband game.
Completely different game. Yeah.
So it'll be fun to see how all of that goes. So anyway, again, thank you everybody. I'm going to go ahead and put us on the outro, and we will see you guys for Wisdom Check. And that'll be it. So thank you all. Peace.